We are live for what may be the last time, for a while at least anyway. This is the Volley Live.
The following is a Matt Attack production for SJP World Media.
Yep, live here on Twitter. I'm calling it Twitter, I don't give a damn. We're on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and on YouTube. I am the magnificent Matt Lewis, and I am joined again for the last time. I keep saying this, I'm going to end up crying by the end of this. Mr. Dan Griffin, how are you, sir?
Better than I thought I'd be, to be honest. I've got my voice back. I was a little bit ropey this morning after a night at True Grit Wrestling last night, but I've come round just in time for what could be a massacre.
It could be. We'll come to that momentarily. We are, of course, joined today by someone who makes these radio Anfield, as Mag used to call it back in the day. From the Good Cop, Bad Cop Wrestling podcast, the JGB Sports podcast, Good Card, Bad Card, 3 Times the Charm podcast. and Graham, it's not even 4 o'clock yet. You can't do that.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that.
If we go with that, we're going else, I guess. Graham, welcome back to the Volley.
I'm surprised you asked me back because I think I've been on a couple of times this season, and I had one of the most horrible takes. I want to say that I got it completely wrong. I said nothing better than a pissed off Darwin Núñez. Keep him on the bench, bring him on later, and the stats do not support that at all. Darwin's got to start. I've never been so wrong, I don't think, on a Liverpool take.
Well, I think then, Graham, look at him perfectly leading that in for us here. Time to bring the team sheets up for today's massive potential title decider. For home team, of course, Liverpool, Núñez does start.
Of course.
Yeah,
Now,
you had to.
Now, anyone upset with the team starting lineup? Obviously, all 3 of us are Liverpool fans. Dan, your thoughts on that? Is it as strong as we can go, do you reckon?
Yeah, given the injuries, it's about as strong as you could go. Robertson looked horrifically off pace against Sparta Prague midweek. Tsimikas is up and down. He's been filling in Robbo's absence. Again, maybe not 100%. Gomez has filled in decently wherever he's been put this season. He's effectively become the new Milner for us. So yeah, it's good. It's nice to see Elliott get a start. Huge for young lads like Quansah and Bradley. It's hoping the show no fear like all the young lads did in the cup final.
Absolutely. I mean, one thing we saw a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, we weren't meant to be here a couple of weeks ago, but due to 1 or 2 behind the scenes issues, we couldn't be here for it, unfortunately. But I know that we were all quite impressed with how strong and aggressive the youngsters were in the game against Chelsea, who were the billionaire bottle jobs, as the big guy never called them. Graham, you've been a big fan of Szoboszlai, obviously all season long so far. How big of a return to him to the squad is it?
I think, like Dan said, this is the best team we can put out. Like, it's slim. Slim pickings is mean, but of the players that we can pick, this is the strongest team we can pick. It's still a good team, but it's not as strong as what the City team is right now. One of the stats that I heard as I was waiting to come into the studio was when Quansah starts, they give up 1.4 goals a game. But when it's Konate who starts, it's 0.7. So Konate is definitely going to be somebody they're going to miss. But you could say that for almost every. You look at different positions. Like obviously Salah's a big miss. Like there's different players who you would like to be in that team who just physically can't be in that team right now. So I'm happy with. I do like Zoboslai. I know you like to pick him because I can't say his name. No, somebody who I'm impressed with. But McAllister as well. I think he's really coming into his own. And Endo's been. He's been coming along leaps and bounds. It took a few games for him to settle in. People were a little harsh to begin with, and probably including me as well. I didn't think he was perhaps as good, but he's definitely coming along as well. So it's the best team we can put out. So what else can you do?
We'll go back
Endo,
to Endo,
one of the bargains of the season.
Yeah, I mean, how much will he sign for in the end, Dan?
16 million.
Yeah,
16 million. So 100 million less than Casado. Just saying, Endo's got a trophy and Casado hasn't.
Yeah. But also to play for Liverpool is the big difference. That was the thing. Yes. He wanted to play for Liverpool, and that's the type of player that Klopp likes. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want a player who wants to play for your team? That's always going to be a difference maker.
Speaking truth there, of course, Graham. Diaz, obviously, last week was the senior player leading that team at front. He was absolutely exhausted 2 weeks ago, of course. Obviously, Nunes got a last kick of the game winner in somewhat controversial fashion, should we say, against Forest. Well, some would say controversial. Anyway,
some would say kick either.
Yeah, exactly. But the last hit of the game, Graham, is what I said. It's a hit. Your hearing aid's clearly not turned up yet, young man.
You said the last kick. Okay, whatever. I'm checking this replay later. I'm telling you.
Wow, he is that petty, guys. He is that petty.
Konor, VAR, check it for us.
Don't get Konor involved in it. Yeah, Konor is in the chat. Konor's a bit unwell today, unfortunately, but he is in the chat.
Konor might be on the toilet.
Would have joined, but yeah, he's eating something dodgy apparently. So clearly, he didn't eat a pie at Anfield. Clearly, because their pies apparently are quite good. The Balti apparently is especially good, and they've got McDonald's actually in the Cop End as well. Believe it or not. Actually, most people would believe it. I believe. City team, as you mentioned, Dan, is strong.
It is. They've been rotating a lot of the back four quite a lot this season, so I don't think Diaz is as big a miss as perhaps you were saying off air, Matt. Obviously, he's a fantastic defender. Akanji is maybe a bit more progressive with carrying the ball out and passing than Diaz, but he's a solid option to have off the bench if it doesn't quite work. I can see Akanji and Ake even rotating positions on that left-hand side. So if one of them wants to go forward, Ake can just slip in, or Ake can bomb forward, or maybe even go into the midfield. It's going to be quite a rotational sort of thing, especially with Stones as well. Like it's fluid, and it's going to be decent. And then Rodrigo, De Bruyne, and Bernardo Silva. Fuck me, what a midfield! And Alvarez, Foden, Haaland. It's ridiculous. It's a team that can switch into different formations at the drop of a hat if it needs to. And then you've got the absolute rapid pace of Doku to come on if needs be, or the control of Kovacic on the bench, and Cousin Lewis, of course.
Indeed, Cousin Lewis.
The one time he wouldn't be rooting for him.
The one time I don't want Cousin Lewis to do well. Yeah, Rico Lewis is an absolute gem of a player, and he's going to get. Hopefully, one day he'll get some game time. But problem is that he's behind Kyle Walker at the moment, and Kyle Walker has had a renaissance in recent times. He's undroppable almost. It feels like.
Captain today as well.
Indeed, he's captain today in the. Although sometimes I wonder why De Bruyne doesn't have the armband. De Bruyne is 31 now. He doesn't look it, does he?
He's barely changed since he arrived at City. That's the mad thing.
Yeah.
I was just looking on that bench as well. I realised that Vardiol's there.
Yeah.
90 million quid. just sat there, just chilling. Can't get in. It's mental.
Just a touch mental, yeah. So yeah, that is the team sheets, of course. As you can see, there are other games happening today at the bottom of the screen. We'll keep you updated as things go. But right now, hello. Konor wants a 0-0 draws after the top.
Now, I don't think there is any chance of this being a 0-0.
the ironic thing about that, of course, is that if before Liverpool had lost to Arsenal in that game 5 games ago, Arsenal's goal difference was significantly worse than Man City and Liverpool's. And now their goal difference is ridiculous because they've been beating teams 5-6-0.
Yeah.
Put it away, West Ham didn't feel quite so bad losing 6-0 when they saw other teams getting walloped like that. Of course, they're losing to Burnley today, which didn't help in their case at all. Obviously.
No, Moyes masterclass.
Yeah, and Villa and Spurs, that was a bit of a 6-pointer, wasn't it, today? They're dueling over the... oh, dear. Is KDB on Team Handsome?
In the Handsome 11?
In the Handsome 11? Yeah, absolutely. We do want to... We never had a chance that you get your entire Handsome 11, Konor, so do feel to pop in the chat and we'll...
I'm sure I'll be getting it up before the end of the season.
I dare say. Get a hold of yourself, Konor, or have a shower, one of the two.
Nope, too many jokes came through my head then. Moving on.
The amount of memes we've had over the last few months because of things we've said on this show.
Matt, before kick-off, a reminder.
Yes, mate.
Don't be a knobhead and say things that then come through that are negative for Liverpool.
I will do my best. I'll
Someone like such and such is going to score.
I'll try and channel it the other way. How about that?
Yeah, go on then.
I'll try and channel it the other way.
Quick prediction for the stream.
No.
That is completely contrary to what you said in the car.
Konor will take that, obviously.
He just shouted 2-1 Liverpool.
Oh, well, Liverpool fans will take that. Absolutely, Liverpool fans will take that.
Definitely.
As Konor also says, by the way, of course, the crew are unbeaten in the first 4 games of the season. They have had a good start, from all accounts.
Another 2-1 win last night.
I'm looking at this Liverpool team. I'm just wondering.
So, quick shout for Harvey Elliott.
Go on. Yes.
In the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, he has been an absolute workhorse. I think he's knocking on something like 5 hours of professional football in 2 weeks. Of just game time, never mind all the training in between and all of that. He played the full 90 of the game before the cup final. He played the full 120. He then played at least 75 minutes in the 2 games after that, and then played another nearly 80 minutes against Sparta Prague. That's
20
insane.
years old, of course.
You can't predict this game.
No, you don't think?
No.
Can't predict it.
It's still difficult because it depends on Liverpool approach it, isn't it? I mean, Man City, it depends on their mindset. You know, is Anfield going to affect them?
I hope so.
Are they going to get a little bit...
Pep's record at Anfield's not good.
They've also only lost one of the last 7 against Liverpool. Which is slightly concerning for a Liverpool fan. I would also like to point out that after this game next week, I do believe City are away at Arsenal.
They are.
So
you might hear "You'll Never Walk Alone" coming from the other room. My mum's cranked it right up. This is what's great about my mum. It's Mother's Day, and all she wanted me to do was cook breakfast, and then all she wants to do is watch the footy.
Do you know what? My mum's doing the same. I had Mother's Day with her yesterday because I was busy doing work stuff, unfortunately, today, and this. But she was more than happy. I took her out for dinner. Got her a homemade gin set. I'm guessing that Man City won the toss because Liverpool were attacking the top end first half.
Yeah, they must have done. There's no way Liverpool would have picked that.
Yeah, but
this feels huge.
This feels like a moment in a season, doesn't it? Right here. I mean, this is a must-win game for Man City. This is a must-not-lose game for Liverpool.
Yeah.
I don't think
do quick predictions.
Pardon, Graham?
I don't think City have to win this one.
I think City need to avoid losing it for sure.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I don't think they need to win.
Because if City lose today, it can happen. We'll get a score predictions from you now, Graham.
First score?
What's the score?
Way too difficult to predict. So 1-1.
Okay, Dan.
3-1 City.
Well, I've paused for you, Graham.
I like this. Dan says don't be negative, and he says 3-1 City.
I didn't say don't be negative.
I thought you said that to Matt. I thought you said be positive about Liverpool.
No,
Did I
the
miss
ball said that.
Right.
I'm paused on 12 seconds, by the way, because I forgot.
So you want me to tell you when they've kicked off? Is that what you're telling me, Matt?
At 12 seconds, yeah.
Okay. You want me to tell you when it's at 12 seconds?
Yeah, we both paused at 12 seconds.
Okay. They're just getting ready to kick off right now.
Okay.
Well, we're going to hear what happens from the other room at my house, regardless.
All right. They have kicked off, and there's no clock. Oh, finally, they put a clock up after 5 seconds.
West Ham have just equalised. It's 2-2.
10, 11, 12.
Lovely. Yes, I was saying West Ham have just equalised. Danny Ings has just come on and equalised with his first kick of the game.
He was a player that I was gutted with his injuries. It just never happened for him at Liverpool because he was a tailor-made Klopp player when he first came in.
Yeah. As we watch Ederson kick the ball downfield and the captain Van Dijk. But Joe Gomez, who's playing left back today, who really has been my player of the season so far. Literally, he'll play anywhere that he's told to play.
The thing is, talk of almost getting rid of him for like 20 million and at different points, not just at the start of this season, start of the previous season. It's like, thank goodness they did not do that.
Yeah, he turned into our James Milner, our new James Milner almost in a sense. He'll play wherever he's wanted.
Yeah. My only thing is with Gomez, obviously he's happy to play wherever and he does it to a level, but it often ignores what Gomez is actually good at. Like when they're asking him to fill in, Foden
in here.
Virgil.
Great tackle by Virgil van Dijk.
That was colder than a penguin's nutsack.
I was about to say, much as my mother would say, Virgil with some international rescue there, but
I peaked too soon.
You peaked too soon. We are 1 minute 44 seconds on the clock, Dan.
That's longer than I normally last.
It was a good analogy though, for sure.
City just pinging it around here.
Yeah, Bernardo Silva in here. To Alvarez. And Kelleher down low.
Kelleher has been fantastic as well in Alisson's absence. He has been one of the reasons we've stayed in games or kept clean sheets. He has been unreal.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Kelleher has also in recent games started adopting Alisson's leggings.
Oh,
it looks like.
Can't say I've noticed.
Well, normally, granted, we don't see a lot of Kelleher, unfortunately. Great goalkeeper. I would say on his current form, one of the top 5 in the league. On form, anyway. Problem with that is when Alisson comes back in, you don't put him on the bench, do you?
Yes.
Alisson, I mean.
Yes, I do put him on the bench. I keep Kelleher.
See, this is the thing you see, because I've been speaking to everybody, and my former boss, I've got to say that now, he said, because he's a Liverpool fan as well, like, what he was saying to Kelleher, he's like, we're going to give Alisson the number 1 spot for the next 2 years, and then it's yours.
But by then he's 27 and he's
in his prime for goalkeeper.
Knocking on his prime. But he's already good enough and needs to be playing first team football. Being the best number 2 in the world is fine. But
I have to quickly correct myself here.
VAR
has disallowed Danny Ings' goal.
What a game.
Oh yeah, 90th minute there as well. Now.
Ball goes over.
I love that from Virgil. His body positioning there, the way he cut across, forced that deep cross, and he knew it'd be a lot harder for anything to occur. That was really intelligent little piece of defending.
Konor in the chat wants to know if we're going to touch on Leicester City being hit with a point deduction as soon as they get promoted. He thinks the Leicester will be with a new Norwich, a yo-yo club, but it's stiff competition with Burnley.
Nah, I don't think there'll be a yo-yo club. I suppose it all depends on how it comes out. I can't really say too much. I've only seen that it might happen. I don't know the ins and outs. So
how many points are we
comment really.
talking? I don't know anything about this story.
Who knows? It'll be a financial thing. So it'll probably 6 points. Looking at the Everton case, if it's on a par with that. But then it depends when the cut-off point is, and do they, if they sell people this summer, does that count? Because they're technically still an EFL club until X point. Does it? There's a lot of sort of.
Oh, get in, Endo! Foden fell over, and then Endo robbed him of all of him, and then Endo wins the foul at the pitch.
It was
Foden tried to do way too much.
I've just had a goal that come through. Danny Ings has scored properly this time.
Is there an echo in here? Konor happy that the MLS and USL had games this week, and the NWSL kicks off next weekend. Football is back.
Well, it is obviously in Murica. KPB, always a pleasure to see you, sir. Yes, I've no doubt you're going for a 0-0 draw. As an Arsenal fan, that's what you want, of course. Conor Bradley winning a throw in an advanced position here. I've been lobbying for the crew ownership to invest in a professional women's team and join the NWSL as an expansion team. Where a pro volleyball team already selling out every home team. Why not 30? No, I don't think anyone would mind more people going to games.
Not at all.
Women's football is really, really smashing at the moment. I think that the Arsenal ladies team at the moment has the top 5 attendances in the women's Super League.
Back to back,
nearly a straight
sellouts
pass
at the Emirates. Yeah, that was dangerous for Madison playing down the middle.
Yeah. As kind of back on the far side, on the near side, so I apologise. Kwanzaa back to Kelleher.
I heard that Celtic would be interested in Kelleher because I think Joe Hart's retiring this season. I could imagine Kelleher being a perfect fit for Celtic. I think if they cough up that figure around.
Oh, and Nunes heading on there, and Diaz just stolen off his toe there by Kyle Walker, who's playing centre half now. It looks like.
I don't think he's
say about fluid formation.
I don't think he's going to wait 2 more years.
No. I could see maybe him going out and get some loan time. I don't think that Liverpool would sell him if they had the choice.
How long's the contract?
I think Allison's contract runs out end of 2026.
Not Allison's, Kelleher.
Yeah, no, Kelleher. I think he's on a long-term contract. I don't know.
Okay. I did not think that was true. So okay.
Yeah, Allison's contract expires into end of 2025-6 season.
Okay.
And to be fair, at that point, Allison would probably look to maybe head back to Brazil at that sort of time.
Oh shit! Alvarez down the left.
On our left.
De Bruyne. Oh, that was not a very good cross.
Yeah, that was not great, was it? Out of, and that's not something about De Bruyne either, is it?
I think he was hoping Haaland was back post.
Haaland.
All that Foden would get there.
That's just too much on in general.
In.
Look at De Bruyne, the way his locks are flowing like that, like some kind of magnificent beast. Ridiculous.
Ooh,
and a great shot, great save from a long-haired lion. And that's a foul there by Alvarez. Conor Bradley almost end up in the advertising hoardings. Kelleher with a great save. Yeah.
That was ridiculous, ridiculously quick reaction from both Rodri and De Bruyne there.
Yeah.
Is it just a pinball between the two of them?
Good save, though. Both hands up. Good save.
Problem is now I can't see a close up of a keeper making a save without thinking of Rob Green and his manky finger.
Oh.
We've seen that.
I tried to forget about it. Thanks for that image.
You've seen that, Graham?
I have not, but even
Foden
just hearing
Gomez.
manky finger, I don't like the sound of.
Foden crossing it and Bradley put it behind for a corner. Always better put it out than not, obviously, but there was no one behind him. Foden was crossing in hope. Foden was crossing more in hope there, really.
You would hope there was some communication there to tell him to kick it out.
Oh, KPB in the chat is saying, just to get a game into action, we need 4 red cards and no goals. Can it all be
50 red cards.
Can it all be C red cards? That'd be great.
3-0 win for Liverpool.
Well, no, you need 5 players to be off the pitch in total for the game to be
Go on,
abandoned.
Darwin. Missed it.
Does beat Bernardo Silva for pace, but I've got to admit, quite a nice turn.
Yeah,
Chelsea. Yes.
Go on.
I'll let you down. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, Konor saying Chelsea currently top of the WSL in Emma Hayes' last season before departing in the summer for the United States job. Yeah, going to be very interesting to see how Emma Hayes gets on. Very good coach by all accounts.
Got a lot of time for some of them coaches in the WSL. I want to see more diversity in coaching in general. We need to start seeing why we shouldn't have more female coaches in the men's game, for that matter. We had one earlier this season as a temporary like an interim manager, and that would be pre-season, I believe. And then literally 2 days later they appointed someone. So I think, well, what was the point?
Well, we had more recently in January, we had Union Berlin in the Bundesliga. Marie-Louise Etta became the first female coach to take charge of a Bundesliga fixture.
Always nice to see more. Always nice to see more history.
Yeah, stepped up as the head coach wasn't able to take the game. So credit to her.
Absolutely, and don't forget, of course, that Germany is also the home of the was it 12 times in a row champions Bayern Munich. That was way too close for comfort. McCabe's along, looking for Diaz down the middle. Kyle Walker, is there even much playing in central right now?
Yeah, he's drifting in and out, isn't he?
Yeah, he's drifting in like Stones have been doing in recent times, but Stones was staying back. It just feels a little odd to see him doing that. And here comes Walker again, trotting into midfield. 11 minutes, 18 on the clock.
Get up, Alvarez, you prick.
Referee says the same thing, but about the prick, no doubt.
I'd love it if the referee did call him a prick.
You know, the amount of abuse they take on a game-by-game basis wouldn't shock you, would it?
Yeah. Just every so often, just don't be a dick.
Haaland was offside there, so didn't run towards the ball.
Did you hear about and I'm trying to remember, the new ref, the Premier League yesterday? Don't remember his name. He was signing autographs for kids at halftime.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I don't like that. A senior referee called him out for it, and I was like, yeah, I don't think you should be doing that. Not appropriate.
What's the issue?
It's during a game. It's during a game.
Oh, during the game.
It's
it was half
They're
time.
walking off at halftime.
I meant the principle in general.
I think you're supposed to be. You're not just like in wrestling. The referee is supposed to be somebody you don't really notice, and I don't think it's almost like trying to gain a celebrity status by autograph. So I don't think you should be doing it anyway at games, and I definitely don't think you should be doing it at halftime. I think you just exit in the field. I don't like it. Obviously, it doesn't bother you, but
I get the halftime side of things. I do sort of agree. The game is still in
Go on,
progress. Conor Bradley.
Oh,
Oh my god! Oh.
Close.
That's gonna hurt him. Yep, Nunes is rubbing his arse, like a better term. That he hits the post though, and not the way
okay.
And not the way he normally does.
The post to the posterior.
It could have been worse. I think he'll be okay.
It's not Phil Babb for sure, but that's still gonna hurt.
It's still gonna hurt, but not as bad as it might have done. That is so close.
KPB, we are behind because Graham has to rely on satellites to help him out here.
Yeah, US feeds.
It's not Graham's fault. It's just the way things are, unfortunately. So no spoilers in the chat. We will mute you, KPB. We will mute you. Van Dijk out in the right wing here, almost. McAllister. And now back with Kwanzaa. He's been a real standout as well, youngster. I'm just hearing the odd shout from Papa Griff.
Yeah.
I have to agree with you, Dan. Much as me and Konor would have loved to have seen Griff Cam, I'm not entirely sure we would we would have lasted long on the air. If we
that was one big shout of bollocks.
Oh dear. About a few why, man.
For reference, the referee in question was Sonny Singh Gill, who is the first British South Asian to referee a Premier League match.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah, couldn't get it under control.
Gomez, Endo, McAllister. Liverpool starting coming to the game a bit more now. Bradley, who does not look fazed by the occasion at all.
Oh, what's a ball?
Elliot, Nunes goes for goal.
Not a bad effort.
About a foot
might
wide.
have to pause again for a few more seconds by the sounds of it. Or I'll see if I can catch up a little bit.
15:01, 2, 3, 4, 5. Graham.
I'm just going to mute while I take a drink.
What's your timer say, Graham?
Oh, geez. Well, that didn't help at all. I am still behind. Yeah, you guys are several seconds ahead of me.
We can pause again, Graham, if you want us to.
I'll leave it for a bit.
Diaz, Nunes! And falling over, the ball goes behind for a goal kick.
Oh, perhaps it did catch up, I bet. Go on, what time have you got, Matt?
15:37.
We're exact. When you said Nunes, I had the header at exactly that time. But yeah, we lost a couple of seconds somewhere because you were talking about the shot before he'd even received the ball.
That's exactly the sort of header that I see Nunes in that position and think nobody else would make that go in, but Nunes would find a way.
He is. I actually saw on that Liverpool game.
Great header.
The 7-0, there was a header like that from Nunes, and they did not give him credit for it at all. They were like, oh, that was lucky, like it bounced off the back of his head or something. A year later, it's like, he does that all the time. He does those angled headers. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing. He finds a way to get it on goal.
Absolutely. And KPB on that note is saying it's starting to open up a bit now. Total Steve-O. Just finished 3 hours of streaming. Now to listen in. I'll be 40 seconds behind. Well, we are about a minute behind. Our time is 16:33. 4-5 for you, Steve-O. Harvey Elliott, like a little pit bull down that right wing right now.
Yeah, it's like you said earlier, Graham. He might be 20 years old. I've forgotten what that feels like, but even I didn't even have that much energy at 20.
Oh, McCabe with a great foot in, holding him up, and Foden out of position, and Gomez tracked him all the way across.
That was Kwanzaa.
Oh, was it? I do apologise. Same head.
That was Kwanzaa, a great ball. Oh,
McCabe
just left.
sold Endo short, and Endo was fouled. Was Swashlight, sorry. And Foden and Van Dijk have words.
Just want to see someone punch Foden in the face.
Foden and Van Dijk is not a fair battle.
He's an excellent player and a hell of a talent, but he's just got a face on a punch.
I mean, in fair, it is a foul by Walker, but Foden. Walker's not complaining, to be fair. But Phil Foden sometimes, he's immensely talented. I actually had some... I just had the word bastard shouted.
Yeah, we've got Sean Bean over, which always says hello.
I see. You have my ball. Kwanzaa. Bradley. Back to Kwanzaa. McAllister's sitting very deep right now.
As he will do in these games at times.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how he's... Oh, go on.
Looking for Nunes, who's in? Squares it for Diaz!
Oh.
Must be.
Flags up.
That was what the bastard was then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It was the ref. It was the linesman.
But they cut him open. That's the time intent. Alexa, shut up.
Don't be rude to Alexa. You'll regret that when the machines rise up and kill us all.
It is. He is, but
it's close.
That is very close.
That's a warning for them, though. That is a warning for them. That's
exactly.
What
they can break them.
That'll make them take a couple of steps backwards, and they won't be quite as quick on the counter. That's good. I saw Steve-O on Twitter posting about what he was streaming about. They're talking about the episode of Extras with Les Dennis. Oh my god, that is an absolute classic. I think it's like a 30-minute episode, and I think Steve-O said it was like a 3-hour podcast, or it was a 2-hour podcast.
Diaz cuts in.
Come on, then. Oh, go on.
Diaz.
Oh,
what a spin by Diaz. McCabe. Handball from McCabe, not given.
Oh, well done.
And Conor Bradley, what a tackle! Didn't even leave his feet. That's the sort of tackle which if you wasn't already beloved by Anfield, they do now. Bernardo Silva
Really
and Bradley dispossesses Bernardo Silva. He has no fear of this lad.
No respect. Good boy.
No respect at all.
Although I have to say, nowadays it's even worse with
Gomez has gone
City,
with his man. The left back spot is completely vacant right now. I've just noticed that.
If Man City do win, it means we all have to deal with Matt Butler's gloating.
No, I can mute him. It's fine. I invited him onto the Liverpool versus City game early in the season, and he said he was busy.
He's a busy boy.
He said he was busy, and the invite was also today, and he left me on red. So
Coward.
From one match to another, fuck you.
Just out of interest, do you guys have? Can you guys hear the crowd noise at all? Like, I'm literally got everything on mute, and that's the thing I'm missing more than anything. I'm assuming it's loud there right now.
I can hear it from the other room.
Oh, okay.
It's middling, I'd say, Gray. It's middling at the moment. Yeah, it's bubbling nicely. Yeah. Every time one of the boys make a tackle, and then Kwanzaa putting it out, gets massive round of applause.
This lad's going to be massive for Liverpool.
Yeah, he's Van Dijk's replacement, isn't he?
Yeah, you can see the imprint of training with Van Dijk all over Kwanzaa. He's so calm, so collected, and on the ball as well. He's not quite got the range of passing yet, but that can be learned.
Yeah, he'll learn that, and undoubtedly he'll learn, like, his tackling is pretty solid. He gets up for corners and now does really well.
His positioning is good as well.
The false starts of like Sepp Vandenberg, who can't seem to get any game time. He's always out on loan, and
he's struggled to even get a game at Preston.
And that's the problem. You see, he's
I thought he was doing much better this season. Is that not true? You're talking like 2-3 seasons ago. I thought this year he was doing much better.
Well, in goodness, I'll do a bit of live googling.
Yeah, Daniel check on his stuff. Obviously,
Steve was just saying he streamed about the football. Graham, this morning he recorded the extra pod.
He's a busy man, is Steve-O.
Busy, yep. The thing that's impressed me most about Kwanzaa is, like, I don't think he had any cameos like at the end of last season at all, did he? I think it was just literally got thrown straight in this season, and it was kind of sink or swim, and he definitely been swimming for sure.
For sure.
Good header from Van Dijk.
Van Dijk put it on. He needed the crabs, and they like talk to each other.
Communicate, yeah. Sepp Vandenberg is on loan at Mainz at the minute. I'm just about to get his.
I remember now. Preston. He was brought back from Preston to be loaned out to Mainz. I think it must have offered him more money.
And he wasn't getting the game time at Preston, to be honest.
KPB in the chat asked if anyone saw Ramsdale's mistake yesterday. Thankfully, it wasn't. Thankfully, it wasn't a costly one.
Oh, is that side netting or is that a goal? Hit. John Stones.
I thought for sure that was side netted.
I can't say it's come out of nowhere, but it's clinical.
Use his phrase on that corner because it was very low. It certainly didn't beat the first defender or anything. It was like right along the ground as far as I could tell.
I think I'll have to say it again, but I think that was very much a training ground move. Here we go. So coming low back, but he's left all on his own.
But Nathan But Nathan Ake was offside as the ball was played, and he clearly interfered in what was happening.
Yeah, that's a curious one, but he was moving away from goal.
So was Endo.
And yeah.
Oh,
Can I get the touch to it?
That's why it changed direct. Yeah, I don't think. I was hoping it strayed a little bit further across the line and never came in play to begin with, but I don't think that's true, unfortunately.
Liverpool 0, Man City 1.
Oh, well, here we go.
I dare him to do that at the Cop End.
That will happen.
I don't particularly want to
Where
score in the second goal, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's a good point, Graham. Yeah.
No, I didn't even second go. I meant for that guy. I dare him to try and do that at the other end.
Well, he wouldn't, would he?
No.
You'd think he'd have more sense.
I think you can tell. I'm colourblind, but I would know which side is the City fans and which side is the Liverpool fans.
You're absolutely right, Connor. Yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't hear too much of a commotion in there. I think it was just deflation and disappointment.
There was no spoilers. That was
no, there was no spoiler at all. Apart from maybe I did notice in the chat a shh from KPB, bastard.
One defeat when scoring first since May 2021 for City. That's 77 games.
Record meant to be broken, but Liverpool won more points from losing positions than any other team this season.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than Man City.
More than Man City, though.
Yeah. 1 point more.
Premier League high, 22 points.
Go on, Nunes.
Nunes. Diaz.
Diaz. Oh, just couldn't
Took
bring
too
it
long
under
to get
control.
there.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That was unlucky.
Bit of a scramble in the box there.
Not super
Offside
confident.
had been given against Diaz, I think, yeah. And in fact, I was thinking that as well.
Mm. Oh yeah,
Nunes when he goes
Yeah.
when he goes for the ball and then knocks it back. But in fair, he could have played on there.
The sky is blue, water is wet. Darwin Nunes will be caught offside multiple times a game.
He's a gambler, though. That's why he's that.
That's what strikers got to do.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes you've got to gamble in those situations.
Which more players would.
And that's what I love about him, because he'll never stop chasing, even when it looks like a lost cause. He will chase the things that other players won't and will make things happen.
There's Van Dijk there trying to say, calm down, guys, calm down. That front four of City is just relentless, though, isn't it?
Wonder if this is the tactic now. Try and play a bit of dice ball, and okay, we know what's coming up in a minute.
For the shout,
Attack's coming.
Diaz.
Oh, he just slipped. Something I noticed with Diaz, he needs longer studs. Does that boy? He slips quite a lot. I just wonder if he's
Alvarez. What a tackle by Van Dijk!
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Strobosly. Elliott. Inside to McAllister. Diaz. They're queuing up
People
almost.
around him again.
I can see why Papa Griff shouted.
Yeah, that wasn't. I don't see that as a foul from McAllister.
The pitch is pretty slick. Like when Nunes slid into the post, because when I saw where he slid from initially, I was like, oh, he's going to be fine. But he just kept going.
Yeah.
I know you kind of want that for the passing side of it, but sometimes when you're trying to turn quickly, it doesn't always help.
I think it can't help because it looks like it is currently pissing down in Liverpool.
Oh, now I've just seen. Oh, okay, now it shows me. I hadn't seen any pictures of the weather at all, but now I can see Klopp.
You know it, I just
perfect timing.
Connor said, I don't think Ray's been this behind on a show since the MLS Cup final when he decided to be different and use the Fox feed instead of your free Apple TV feed. Bastard. Are you calling Graham a bastard or Apple TV a bastard? I'm not sure there, Connor, but you're
Is
brave.
this the same Konor who's appearing on my, or supposed to be appearing on one of my shows tomorrow? Ah, interesting.
I'm saying out.
Card subject to change.
Ironically, it's about cards, I believe, Graham. good card, bad card, I
Wow.
believe, isn't it?
And I was going to be really nice and kind of. I've got some moments that was going to kind of pander a little bit to Konor. Oh, okay, all right. I might be looking for some alternative cards now.
Play nice, gentlemen. Play nice.
No, call each other twats.
Can't be any
the
worse than.
chaos.
I didn't even
Yeah.
think I was that far behind today. I've been on before when it's been like 90 seconds. I thought right now we're only about 20
Yeah, you're
seconds
doing all right.
behind, something like that, 30 seconds.
Or
I
bring
didn't even
some
think it was
wine,
that
that'll
bad
do as
today.
well. Bring some wine to the party, Grant. That might work.
I'll do what I used to do recording UTT and get absolutely shit hammered.
Yeah, I tried that with Good Cop Bad Cop last week, and it went actually
Hashtag drunk Matt.
one of the best episodes we've ever done.
The only difference was his sentences were all 3 times as long.
Shabozalai, McAllister,
Swiftly ignoring that comment.
There's
yes,
an attack building.
Bradley, Darwin Nunes. Konor on in the chat is saying that according to Sky Sports, Sir Radcliffe has been given the green light for a possible 100 million transfer for João Neves from Benfica. He's been talked at the next great midfielder.
Yeah, he might have authorised that, but the silly bastard's still trying to get government funding for refurbing Anfield, the tight twat.
Refurbing Anfield.
Sorry, Old Trafford, I meant. I'm looking at
Anfield pretty good right nowadays, buddy.
I'm on over, fuck off.
At risk getting a slap here as opposed to normally.
I seem to remember
Yeah.
100 million fee for somebody like Yao Felix, and that was never. Yeah,
The
that was
100 million loan fee, wasn't it?
Some of those, yeah, they don't always.
No,
pay.
I'm sure Atletico paid 120 million euros for João Felix.
Yeah,
Harvey Elliott, Gomez, the shoot shan't go up from the crowd.
because
I
Manchester
think
United
Gomez
often
is
do
He
well.
ju-
though,
goes-
and
Crosses
big money
for
on
Bradley,
players.
great pass. Elliott.
Oh,
Big chance.
Beautiful header there by McAllister, and it doesn't come off for him.
that was Szoboszlai, not McAllister.
Yeah, that was
I-
a positive one.
They've got very similar hairstyles. I do apologise.
One of them's a foot taller than the other one.
Yeah, I don't look at height, Daniel. I look at the hair for it.
I just saw on the replay, you can see McAllister is nowhere near that. Also,
Yeah,
McAllister has 2 numbers on the back of his jersey as well.
I didn't see his jersey. I saw the front. Leave me alone.
Yeah, it's not so nice when somebody calls you out on that bullshit, is it?
Bradley, Elliott, Bradley again.
Oh no, that was...
Shabozalai that time.
Are you sure?
Yes, I was sure. Bradley,
1 for 2,
McAllister,
50%.
Bradley, McAllister again. Back to Kwanzaa.
Now, we know Matt has a thing for Dominic. I guess that implies then he also had an unknown thing for McAllister as well. I didn't know about this.
I
You can't even tell them apart.
never said I had a thing for him. I just said he was very easy on the eye, Graham. All right.
Well, that's because Chris was in the room, so you had to be very careful what you were saying. And that was the best
Foden.
phrase you could come up with off the top of your head.
Gomez wins the throw off of Roger on the far side.
All right, I got to go and get another Bovril. I'll be back in a second.
Oh,
Bovril.
Bovril.
It's
Good
not really
man.
Bovril, I'm joking.
Oh, you twat.
I wish I had a
Go on, Konor.
Speaking of Konor, in the chat, Conor's actually asking us a question, Dan. If we're back for the
Yeah.
Euros, I hope we can cover some Scotland matches. I have a friend from Scotland who would like to come on the show if we're back for the tournament. If it's possible, if it's doable, that's something that could happen.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm looking at whether I can actually whether I'll actually be at home to watch them or not with work. But
Likewise, because obviously I'll be in the pub trade, of course, and with the one tournament we can actually show at the pub.
go on, Konor.
Conor Bradley,
Oh,
goes for goal. Edison
Well
keeps
kept
it
in
in
by
play.
yeah.
Are we allowed to mention the name of the pub?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
out
well, I
there?
mean,
I was going to say, yeah, the volley live from the Crown. That'd be really good.
that could be something we could look into for sure. We could look into doing it.
We'll have a camera on Matt as he's furiously trying to make food for people and catch a second of the game here and there.
It would have been the first time I
Out
recorded
table
the show.
14, they need to wait a minute for the Yorkshire puddings because there's a corner kick going on right now.
It wouldn't be
It'd
the first
great
time I've done.
television.
It wouldn't be the first time I've done a podcast whilst cooking. Hashtag Soupgate.
Mhm.
And then you get they'll have to wait a minute
Haaland
into the
against
corner.
Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa concedes the corner and does very well for it.
I got to ask for Ryan's benefit more than my benefit. So you were talked about you got to do the shopping for the crown, and I obviously did a dig about microwaves off air, but it would be a miss if I didn't ask on Ryan's behalf. Is mallets on the list?
Let me just check my list of equipment.
Uh-huh.
By the way, I'd like to point out in here. I've actually got I was doing all the workings out for good cop, bad cop this week. I was working out how much each person was making in AEW, Graham. So I did actual maths on the air. I wasn't just flying my seat on my pants. I have got a meat tenderizer, but that's all I've got.
Are you going to be making soup?
Yes, it's on the menu.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
I figured you would, but it was
Yeah, I'm going to channel something I saw. I'm trying to get lots of stuff to hearty pub food, and a bowl of soup isn't always enough, and I don't want to always do a roll because that's kind of
a roll's
boring.
Awesome with a soup though.
Absolutely.
He's on toast.
Dip it in.
Well, actually, Dan, you get a toasted cheese sandwich with it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I figured
Good
bowl
meal.
of soup, toasted cheese sandwich, bang. That's what I obviously you can if you want to have tomato or ham or something,
It's off the
onions or
groin,
that, you can do that. And
Reflected in the corner.
And are you going to add
Can't wait for
ketchup
our time. I'm hungry.
onto the cheese sandwich ahead of time, or is that going to be at the discretion of the eaters?
corner to kick to Man City here.
To Tottenham Man City. Has Graham flustered you?
Conor in the chat, he starts saying that once he moves in, he's going to invest the stream setup. So he's going to start saying the account for trip to England. I think the volley life from my local pub could be fun.
It could also get your head kicked in.
And he also wants to see what British life and culture is like. I've been obsessed with the British lifestyle thanks to watching a lot of TV.
It's lager and football, mate.
It ain't like what it looked on TV, man. It's not EastEnders. It's not all looks EastEnders, mate. Trust me.
It's not bowler hats and roast beef either.
Less people die.
Depends where you are in the country.
I guess. It also depends when you're coming as well, man. Because American accents, actually, because you just bottom it a million miles away usually over here.
That went out.
I got mistaken as being an American when I came back to England. So
Well, to be fair, you were with an American wife.
When every time I've been to America, I've been mistaken for an Australian.
I still get that, but for me, I think that's more because of it's the mix of English and American together. But also, they don't know. They just don't know Australian very well either. That's the problem.
KPB. We'll talk some real talk here. Real life is more like Emmerdale.
Well, my neck of the woods, kind of.
Never seen Ender. Just recently started watching The Office. I'm guessing that's the UK Office, which saw sense to end after 2 bloody seasons rather than string out for 9. I'm guessing Nunes didn't hit it first time again.
No, that was Elliot.
Oh,
Spoiler.
Yeah, so Elliot's going to fuck about in a minute.
oh dear. 38 minutes on the clock.
Well won by Endo again.
Yep, and nice.
I am liking this midfield trio.
Yeah, it works well. No offside given. Yeah.
Oh, this must be
It's on the right hand side.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's that touchy. So he wasn't. I think Midad's doing what he normally does, and he's getting angry at something that he shouldn't do because Elliot was not set
That's
for the.
harsh on Elliot. It was on his
Oh.
wrong foot as well.
It's on his wrong-
He shot instantly. That's harsh.
While I do agree with what you're saying, Go, I do. One could also argue that as a Premier League footballer, you should be able to use both feet. And Van Dijk against
He
Haaland.
shot instantly, and it was blocked. Like, he couldn't have done much more.
Van Dijk shows Haaland straight into the gloves of Kelleher. That's brilliant defending by Van Dijk.
Yeah, he did well. And
For
Nunes
a-
is offside again.
For a, quote, old man, Van Dijk still got plenty about him still. We'll watch the replay here of...
Quanson got nutmegged.
Absolutely.
He just
but Van
stays in
Dijk
his way and makes himself a nuisance.
Yeah, but that's
Narrows the angle slightly.
Defending 101.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Haaland doesn't necessarily have a weakness, but you have a dominant foot, and he's predominantly right-footed, I believe, so it showed him onto his left. Playing the odds. Ooh, Diaz, that was some bad control. Still got it, though. Diaz has this thing of having he'll have an errant touch, and you'll think he's lost it, but he just scraps and keeps the ball somehow. It's ridiculous how sometimes you think all is lost, and then he just, oh no, he's fine.
Speaking of all is lost, KPB got kind of annoyed me there because Emmerdale have had 2 fucking plane crashes. There's been more plane crashes on that.
Ooh, that was close.
That's ridiculous.
That was a clever run from Nunes there.
It was. It really was. As Graham mentioned, he's busy, and to use our phrase, I like you players are busy because it means you're working. Go to an old Techers line. Alvarez back to Bernardo Silva, who puts it inside to Stones, who's playing more of a attacking midfielder right now.
KDB is ridiculous. I was just watching De Bruyne off the ball there. He looked around him and he decided that I don't quite have enough space where I'm at, and moved to the exact point between 5 players where he knew he'd have the most space.
And KPB in the chat says that it is way more realistic, apparently.
We are on a delay in here.
One of two.
I know it's great. We've got used to our guys' commentary. It's fun. All we heard then was wanker.
One of 2 things happened there. Per Opta, KDB has been involved in 13 goals in 12 appearances with Man City in 2024. More than any player across all competitions. As here comes Schwarzline.
I guess
Diaz.
we're going to find out in a second.
That's what it is. Diaz.
Oh.
Miss it. Oh. To be fair, that
So
was
close.
To be fair, getting closer and closer.
Well,
But that's what I was saying about Diaz. I thought he'd lost complete control of it then.
interception. Good foot in.
Oh, just dragged it wide, but Edison had that
snatched it.
covered.
Just snatched at it.
Yeah.
Was McAllister calling for a pass there?
He was calling for one, yeah.
I don't know why. If you're forwards and you're
KVB the Green with Papa Griff.
Well, the Arsenal fans will do, won't they?
Yeah, and
Well intercepted, Konor.
Steve-O is hoping that Liverpool get a goal before half-time. I guess that's for his
all
fantasy.
No, Diaz, you dumb bastard.
Oh.
Diaz then fouls.
It was a silly touch that took it right into Foden, and then as soon as you go in from behind, you know you're going to get pulled up. Anything remotely resembling a tackle from behind nowadays.
Foden will go down like a tie hooker.
I'll bow to your greater knowledge of that.
Because he didn't even blink. He just bang. Stones, Ake, Alvarez.
It's so weird seeing Stones getting forward. I could have sworn that was Rodri for a second.
Was only one number on the back of his shirt? That's how I knew. Steve-O in the chat is saying, forget fantasy. I want you all to win the league.
Oh, thanks. I want us to too. This is tense.
Yeah.
It is. It's more tense than buttons in the 80s.
I just want half time. I want Klopp to be able to have a chat. I don't want it to be 2-0. 1-0.
De Bruyne, great cut out by Van Dijk again.
Why
like,
nobody yet?
Rob,
Why nobody yelling
Rob.
at Van Dijk?
Come on.
No communication there whatsoever.
Alvarez puts it into the Anfield Road end.
Jeez.
Liverpool get a let
Is
off
Alvarez
there.
going bald? Is his hair thinning already?
Who?
Alvarez. KPB saying I'm sure De Bruyne has Play-Doh barbershop. That's a good shout.
Do you know what? The way his hair's been going today, I absolutely would agree with you. It's weird how the stats are exactly the same, by the way. 6 shots apiece, touches 10-9, and 55-45 in terms of possession. But shots on target have been 0 for Liverpool, 4 for Man City. That's the only stat that's different.
I'm getting flashbacks to I literally took my hat off, and then you didn't. The stats are exactly the same.
More or less.
Except the ones
It's
that
1
are.
goal to 0. It's 4 shots on goal.
If
to
it's
0.
good enough for no one pulled Mo Walker up like this.
Similar is the word you were looking for.
I like how you compare yourself to Murray Walker. The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
2 minutes of added on time here. And Gomez misses his tackle on Walker.
Fuck off.
Walker, no one gets the cross and go out for front at Liverpool on this side.
Thank you for fucking off.
I like Dan's tactic to get them not to score. Just repeating a mantra. Just that phrase over and over again.
Hey, it works.
Fuck off. And Jackson will make a cameo on his show, Graham, really?
I told him not today.
Nope.
He would be too busy gloating anyway because he wants Man City to win. He only wants Man City to win because he knows that I
You
want
failed as a parent, Graham.
He
You
does it out
failed.
of spite. He does it out of spite. He always picks the exact opposite team. to
Advantage
beat.
played, Liverpool's way. Diaz.
Well, we're going to see some in a second.
Spotlight. Conor Bradley.
Ball.
Oh, just put that too far.
Oh, it's close. Oh,
Another let off for City.
I think my dad's still ranting about that, and we're on a delay.
creating chances.
He's a child. Let him off, Papa Griff.
30 seconds to the half. Do you guys need to heat your pies up, or are they all ready?
Pie is ready.
All right.
I hope it is. I was told it'd be handled for me.
He had a butler today, does he? Okay.
No, it's just I put
I'm
everything on
hoping-
the tray. It just needed to be put in the oven.
I'm hoping on Mother's Day you're not making your mother make you a pie for a recording.
She offered to put it in the oven for me.
Okay.
If she offered, and McAllister.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a blue card right there. Rodrigo
Provoking to get
gets
sent off.
his obligatory
Yeah,
booking.
Is there even time to take the free kick?
Every
You
time
need Szoboszlai to absolutely thunder bastard this.
Yes, that was a blood and thunder tackle there by Rodrigo.
It was cynical horse shit.
That would be a sin bin from next season, by the way.
They're not doing the sin bin thing, are they? They've
Not
already said
yet.
they're not doing blue. They're not doing. They've already said they're not doing blue cards. I'm sure.
The blue card thing, I don't agree with. Has been taken away, that's sure. But the sin bin, I like that on top of the yellow card. Yeah.
Go on, Boz. Just absolutely smash the granny out of it.
Well, and he did.
Fair enough.
On target, it's the Liverpool's first shot on target.
Yay!
And that's half time.
With the amount of water on the pitch, that could have easily skidded around as well. It wasn't a terrible effort.
Just need to wind up Rodri in the second half now, so he punishes someone and gets sent off.
Well, that's what Ben Chilwell was doing the entirety of the.
He was a yeah, but have you noticed he only went after the kids?
Of course he did. Yes. We channeling Matt from 5 minutes ago there. Right. So brace yourself, guys. Probably for the last time, it's time to play Pie Club. indeed. It is the Halftime Pie Club here on the Volley, where we eat pies and talk about the first half. Graham, while Dan receives his pie from his mother on Mother's Day, believe it or not, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there in the UK, of course. Thank you very much for putting up with all of our shit all year long. And today.
An extra day of it this year as well.
Yes, extra day of it this year, thanks, of course. Now, Graham, did you have a pie?
I did not. I was you asked me earlier in the week, and I said I can't make it, but then plans changed, so I could make it, but I didn't have a pie at that point. I was out most of the day yesterday, so
that's okay.
No pie.
Of course.
No pie.
That is okay, Graham. Of course, you are obviously welcome. So what's your thoughts on the first half?
It's not particularly surprising. Manchester City, it's just such a strong team. I'm actually happy, though, of how many the chances that Liverpool have created. They have shown that they can score, and that Manchester United are not Manchester City is not a team that are just not going to give up a goal. Like, they definitely can score against them. But it's going to be tough. We got to keep making those chances. I'll say I went with 1-1. I just kind of hope that Liverpool, they normally score on one of those occasions. Isn't the only game they went 0-0 was a Man United game?
Yeah.
I think that's it. So you know that they're capable of scoring. Sometimes they leave it late, like they did against Forest, but you always think that they can score a goal. But I think you can't let City get a 2-0 lead. I could see City coming back from a 2-0 down, but I can't see Liverpool coming back from 2-0 down. I know they did against Newcastle, but that's different.
True, and when the second half, what happens there? I mean, lots of like pullbacks on both sides, and no one in the middle to finish it. I mean, Haaland has had a couple of chances, but has been marshalled pretty well. City got fortunate that Kelleher blocking it and didn't get enough on it to put it behind for another corner. That's what happens. 9 times out of 10, that'd be saved. This happens sometimes.
I'm watching an interesting commercial right now from Duke's mayonnaise or mustard, I think it is. It's in a wrestling ring. There's a mayo wrestling against a mustard, as far as I can see. Very appropriate for wrestling. I was trying to listen to what you were saying, but I was very distracted by that. I was like, oh, there's a wrestling commercial. There's a jar of mayo wrestling right now. And then the mayo climbed up to the top rope, and I was like, all right, sorry, Matt. You said something about Liverpool, I think.
Ironically, myself and Chad have had massive argument today in the Dungeon Junkies chat about salad cream and mayonnaise. We've had a massive one. Don't get me started about salad cream because you've got Miracle Whip.
Okay, salad cream's for perverts. And
Miracle Whip is the equivalent thereof, just with added sugar. That's all it is.
So anyway,
salad cream with sugar. Yeah, absolutely pie time. What have you got then, Mr. Griffin?
I don't just have one pie. I've got 4.
4? Are you playing catch up or something?
First up, that is a chip shop chicken curry pucker pie.
Yes.
Fresh out of the oven, which I'll wait a minute before I get into that. And then I've got a trio of Mr. Kipling's finest.
Are they apple ones or are they a mixture?
One's apple and blackcurrant, and one's cherry.
Very nice.
So I've got a main course and pudding.
Cool. I've got myself just a steak pie today. It caught a little, unfortunately, because I was working, unfortunately, but it will still taste fine, I'm sure.
I can't believe it went that colour and you managed to put metal in a microwave.
I know where you live, Griffin.
So, good hope we'll have a very nice time.
And the butler too, for that matter. Conor's eating a pizza pie at half-time. I'm guessing it's a pizza pie. KPB is an Audi own brand apple pie. So excellent. Pies all round then. Graham obviously is excused that, of course. It's fine.
Yeah, I would say with the time difference as well. Like, I had my breakfast in my mind's eye later than it normally would be as well, with everything being pushed back. So yeah, I'm not quite ready for my lunch quite yet. I did see something on social media this week. I can't remember the people. I've seen them a few times. Basically, they take American foods to British high school students, comprehensive school students, and then they take English food to American high school students, and they let them eat them. And one of the things actually was this on the episode I saw, I think it was nearly a year ago, actually was a Mr. Kipling. They were very receptive to the Mr. Kipling, although they said it was a little sweet. They were not impressed with pickled onion flavored Monster Munch. They did not like Twiglets at all. Although one kid was like, "Oh, you don't like the Monster Munch? I'll have those." Skips. And I'm trying to think. There was one more thing that they had. I'm blanking right now.
You said Twiglets. So.
Twiglets. The people who were recording, I think they're British, and they were like, "Well, if you don't like them, that's fine, because we'll have those." So they were Twiglets fans. I get mocked for my love of Twiglets, which is fine because I know if I order any, no one for this family is going to eat any. So very nice.
Nice full pies. That's what I want. Yeah. There will be pie available in my pub as well. So.
It should be an all pie menu.
If I, dude, I'm What's up,
Dan? You got a pie, a pub that specializes in pies, fairly close to you, I believe. And when I was looking at when I was planning my trip around the coast last time, I want to say Fylde, Fylde.
That is nowhere near me. That's
nowhere near you. Okay, is it on the northwest coast?
In British terms, it's nowhere near me.
Is it at least on the north? Sorry, is it at least on the northeast coast?
Let me find out.
I might be getting the place name completely wrong, but I know they were.
I thought Fylde was the opposite side.
I might have got the place name completely wrong.
Yeah, Fylde near Blackpool.
It's not that. I'm getting the place name mixed up then. Unfortunately, I don't still have my notes on my computer because this is my new computer. My computer broke. There is somewhere in Yorkshire for sure that had pies, and it was like, oh, because we can't get steak and kidney pies in America because you can't get the kidneys. So I managed to get them easily enough from a
I'm about to say a really bad comment.
Konor, I don't know if you know what Marmite is, but it's the American kids describe them kind of as like pretzels with Marmite on or Vegemite. That's probably about as close as a description as I can give you.
The bullshit sticks.
You don't like them? I'm assuming it's like Marmite. You either love Twiglets or you hate Twiglets.
Yeah, but I like Marmite. That's the
thing. And Chris hates Marmite but loves Twiglets.
Oh, I did not think that was possible. Okay.
And I like both.
Twiglets, yes, I like.
No, shouldn't even be allowed in this. Disgusting.
I don't know if you caught that. Shouldn't even be allowed on this earth. Disgusting.
I could tell from the tone that it was there was a negative response, but I couldn't hear the exact words.
I mean, if that's fair.
That's not fair.
Nope. Not entirely sure Twiglet pie would work either, to be fair. I like Marmite, but not that much.
I'm still annoyed you don't actually have a Bovril drain.
I wish I could have got a Bovril. That would have been so good.
Can you not get it in America?
You might be able. You can get Marmite easier, but I don't think I've seen Bovril.
What I want is for football grounds to actually just start selling a mug full of Bisto.
That's gravy, Daniel.
I'm well aware.
It's the nonchalant. He just turns the camera, delivers the line, and he resumes eating. Absolute professional.
I like gravy. Put in a northern stereotype.
And to be fair, I would also be up for that, to be fair. Fully up for that.
How about football ground starts selling pints of Bisto?
I would rather eat my own poo than eat Twiglets.
He's still going, bloody hell!
Interesting.
That's the good stuff. No, a Bovril, there we go. That's it.
No, I won't go to a pint of Bisto. Fair enough.
Bitter's too far from it. Okay.
Bovril.
What about a Benny and Ott? That's Chris Harris. Wow! Dan, not a fan of Benny and Ott. But the pie's hot. Nuclear strength. So watching a man dealing with The opposite of a brain freeze is amazing.
Oh, I have fully blistered the roof of my mouth.
Been there, done that, mate. This week.
Oh, I can feel it already. Still going to eat the pie.
Yeah, absolutely. So would
I am trying to reset my feed to see if I can get it a little more up to date.
Okay. Konor saying, going to have to send over some real American candy that won't go bad en route. We'll discuss later, Mr. Lewis and Griffin. Okay. I have got a box. I have got a box of American candy here, to be fair.
Oh, so. She's just terrible. Why would you get that?
Really?
To be fair, it just came. It's what came in me drive crate, Graham. To be fair, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just a chocolate. What Twiglets are to crisp.
I got me Junior Mints.
I did actually buy a box of around 40 to 50 Yorkie bars because I saw they were being discontinued, and it was one of my wife's favorites. So there, I haven't had a bar in forever. It was good.
Thing is, I'm not entirely sure I can eat any of this stuff now. I keep saying I'll do it for a stream. That was about 2 years ago. So I'm not entirely sure if that is actually good to eat anymore. So
the other thing's called expiration dates, which I would hope something like a chef would know about.
Yes. But the weird thing is, there's so much preservative in some of these things that they're fine for decades, as we found out, of course. Because I remember hearing about this. Someone found honey in Tutankhamun's tomb, and they tried it apparently, and it was still good.
Honey's a natural product. The honey's known to be. That's fine. That's fine.
So I'm saying
a bar of candy is a little different, or a chocolate bar. Sorry.
I'm guessing you've had what are those things that are literally like nuclear strength that can survive an apocalypse. Twinkies, Graham. You had a Twinkie, haven't you?
I have. I don't like them. They're too sweet. But yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're so sweet. They literally like take half the roof of your mouth off.
You've seen pictures of like McDonald's fries, and it's like it can be years and old, and they still look exactly the same. They just don't. Yeah, not good.
The McDonald's fries, Graham, I've worked with them extensively. Believe me, they don't hold up to that after a few days, let alone longer. Graham.
There's literally experiments. There's literally experiments on it.
I hope that was my hair in that part.
In fact, it was Super Size Me, that documentary. They did that. They put it in a container and filmed it on that quick lapse camera or whatever. And in the end, it finally got thrown out by the cleaner in his office because they thought, like, what the hell's this still doing out here? They didn't realize it was for an actual experiment. But yeah, we're talking like over a month and it didn't look any different. And I'm sure somebody found some, like, left somewhere like 5 years later and they still look the same. I'm sure they weren't tasting it, of course, but.
So I'm not entirely sure I'd eat
in my mouth.
Pop it live on air.
No, I'm going to eat these pies first.
That's a good point. Oh dear. So,
apple first.
Indeed. So I'm pretty sure that neither of you watched Grand Prix this weekend. I'm not going to talk about it extensively, but
look for
there's a young lad called Ollie Behrman who's down the road from me, who actually became the youngest ever Ferrari driver, youngest ever Englishman to race in F1. That's kind of a fun deal. And he finished in front of Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris. It was kind of fun. He had like 20 minutes practice before he did that. Well, kind of nice to see a local lad did good.
Yeah, it's good. Good on him.
I'm waiting really for the rating on Dan's pie. I'm hoping it's exceedingly good.
Oh, yeah, it's a Mr. Kipling apple pie.
You'd better be full though, wouldn't you? You'd better be full though, wouldn't you?
No.
It looks like they're getting started on my television pretty soon.
They're coming out here as well.
Virgil's jumping up and down. So
yeah, we've just had that on our screen, and then the City players walking out the
I can see the City players walking out right now. I think we might be a little bit. Oh, well, I tried to speed mine up, so I guess I didn't gain any time then. It's just where it is. Okay.
Foden's got a wrist
brace. I
first
tried the apple and blackcurrant because he's a wanker.
Haaland is a freak of nature. I think I've explained the reason why I think this. It's because when you see a tall player like Peter Crouch, you'd like someone to put them in a taffy puller and just like pulled until to the height they want. But Haaland is scaled, like everything is in perfect proportion to his body. Still, I'm like, it's not right, just not right.
A Norse warrior.
Indeed.
All right, looks like they're getting ready. Kind of spit over the ball.
Yeah, the point of the ball and kickoff is about to happen momentarily as Liverpool defend the Kop end in the second half.
Oh no, crumbed all over my laptop.
Oh dear.
I'm glad there was an R in that.
And kickoff.
De Bruyne hasn't kicked off yet. He has now, so.
Okay, you are literally a second behind us. It's fine.
So I'll hear you talking about them shooting before they even receive the ball.
Dan, give him 1 second of pause time.
Fuck's sake. I don't know where my remote is. It's there. Pause.
De Bruyne fouled by Endo.
Good man, Endo.
Any halftime changes, Mr. Lewis?
No changes that seems to have been made. No.
Okay.
But I do need to take the halftime pie club off, so thank you for reminding me about that.
Cherry pie is very nice.
Very nice. Salah is warming up vigorously right now. I'm having a breakaway bar, I might put. I'm hoping. Well, Joe Gomez is going forward here. Is Joe Gomez going to get his first goal for Liverpool?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Gomez with the tackle. It was him or McAllister. No foul given. Spotley, Endo, Van Dijk. He's going to launch it. I'm guessing.
That's Kwanzaa.
I apologise.
Was he just cheering for the tackle, or is there a goal coming on?
I don't know. Oh, Nunes.
Nunes. Oh, Nunes goes down.
Oh, penalty! Come on, it's gotta be. That's gotta be red card for Edison as well. Come on, let's have everything.
Not judging by the noise I'm hearing from the other room. They're not sending him off.
Yellow card given.
Oh, he was the last man. There was nobody covering, was there? I want to see.
VAR will check this.
That was not good. There's nobody covering. That's red. That's gotta be.
I think the only thing. The only reason they maybe didn't give it is because Nunes took it towards
away from goal,
the byline, almost away from goal.
Not exactly away from goal.
I don't know if that was my dad shouting at me or not.
I'm sure Virgil's asking right now.
Yeah.
Of course, this is the referee that Liverpool fans hate as well.
Oh, now Edison's pretending to be injured. Of course, he's a dickhead.
Good. He won't be ready to save this penalty then.
Bring on Scott Carson.
Who is the back?
Konor, you can piss off with the Liverpool comment. Liverpool go up until I think a couple of weeks ago.
There was no VAR there.
Shut up.
There's no VAR here at all. But penalty is not in dispute here at all. I think even Edison knows he's fucked up. I think he's just grateful he's on the pitch still.
Yep. But that's Darwin gambling on everything. Like you said, Dan, he'll just run for everything on every lost cause. But then that's when he gets those kind of incidents like that. I assume McAllister will be taking a penalty.
Szoboszlai's got the ball in his hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we normally have a decoy. No, I'm not joking. It's happened quite a few times for Salah.
Oh, it has? I thought you meant, like, I know on free kicks they'll have two people stand over it and then one will take it.
Konor, yes, the referee pointed immediately to the spot.
Yes.
And VAR have not asked them to say otherwise. So.
Oh, you realise this is also going to mean once we get to 90 minutes, there's going to be a lot of
extra time.
There's going to be a lot, just for a bit more drama because it's not tense enough anyway.
Yeah, there is confirmation from the audio. Apparently, there is no VAR. I did have a quick look. It's not. They've not said not a red card.
I think that might have gone in.
He's not a subtle
I'm
man.
going to say either the penalty's gone in or they've taken another look on VAR and decided to give him a red.
Conor,
Loving
you're
the
exactly
camera
right.
angle.
Yeah, it's
Loving
great
the
penalties.
Loving the camera angle I got now. McAllister against Edison. He does take some beating, and we may have a
Bottom
spoiler
right.
of what happens here.
Bottom left.
Oh,
it's
top
good.
left. That was close.
What a crucial goal that could be.
But now
Liverpool won.
KPB and Conor are the happiest buggers in the world.
So
Liverpool
Manchester
won.
City have just gone from top of the league to third in the league.
Indeed, that's how close it is right now in the top of the table.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the Premier League will thoroughly deserve it this year.
In terms of neutrals, isn't a draw the most exciting result for neutrals?
Yeah.
For the neutral, yeah. And it's not a
There's
boring
three
game.
teams within 1 point of each other, and two of them still got to play each other as well.
Not a boring game either, is it?
Mm-mm.
No goal, 4 red cards, it says. KPP. Conor saying Edison's lucky boy to be on the pitch still.
I agree.
KDB, Kevin De Bruyne passed the ball straight back to Edison. Kelleher, who tries to quickly disperse the ball, and Quanta calmly back to
Shut
cover.
up, KPB.
Arsenal do deserve it. On current form, Arsenal are the favourites for sure.
Well, they've still got to play
Diaz.
City, so that
I'm
narrows
saying
it
on
down
current
a little
form, Graham, of course.
bit. Liverpool
It-
have a lot of home games coming up. So
yeah,
that's-
they do. Because the start of the season, of course, Liverpool had to reverse a few fixtures, of course, due to the home, due to the ground not being ready.
It is close, however you look at it.
Kelleher, very calm under pressure from Haaland.
Oof. How do you say Kelleher's first name?
I don't.
I don't either. I have no idea. I've heard them say it sometimes. I'm like, oh, I wish you'd say it again quickly so I could hear.
I think it's like Queeman or Quaman, something like that. I thought it
Queeman.
was Calvin at one point. I don't think he might. I genuinely thought it's an Irish name. So
Overall advertisement next to Pep. What product placement? Masterful.
Look at the cop. They're in full voice now. They've found their voices.
And just to say it for a third time, it's Queven Kelleher.
Oh, sorry, Dan. Sorry.
Queeman.
Queven.
Queven.
It's the Irish Pevin.
Yeah, but let's not forget that.
Okay, I did not know that.
Let's not forget that Siobhan hasn't got a V in it, for example. It's got a BH.
Siobhan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you got Neve, which is ridiculous.
NIAMH.
I do have a lot of respect for the Irish language, but I can't do it. Do you know that in Irish law they have to it's Irish language first, English language second, in terms of what is important. So when they were putting same-sex marriage into law, as in come Nunes,
No,
Edison.
no way. He was
The
offside.
flag was up anyway in the background.
Yeah, but they said when the law was being put in, they actually, before they had it ratified, the Irish language was like, it looks like Edison actually can't continue.
Good, get him off the pitch. Get
This
Agent
is
Carson
huge.
on.
I was like, not just for this game, but how big could this be for the rest of the season for him? Is Scott Carson actually going to get game time?
No, it's Ortega.
Ortega's a
He
good keeper,
looks
though.
like Scott. Wow. Matt, you sold that on me. I really thought that was Scott Carson.
I thought it was Scott Carson.
Wow. I knew that wasn't their
KPB
reserve.
rightly says, with the
Well,
with the running,
he's on the bench.
it's all about injuries
Oh,
and
I
states.
did
You're
want to ask
exactly
you
right.
guys. Dan, you mentioned in the lineups that there was a 90 million defender who was on the subs bench. I didn't see
Vardy.
Grealish mentioned anywhere. Like,
No,
he's injured.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah, he's not available.
He's not really worth 100 million, but that's what they paid for him, obviously.
Well, that's
No
because of what
footballer
release
is,
clause
in my
was for
opinion.
him. I don't think you're going to find any arguments on that one, Daniel.
Yeah, it's the mad thing is people whinge and moan about the money in football and all the rest of it. They tend to forget that the vast majority comes from private investments and fan investment. You know, people going to matches, buying the merchandise, and then the corporate sponsorships and then fan investment and all that. That's why we've got there in TV rights. It's all snowballed out of that. It's not the sort of clubs themselves necessarily. I'll replay the penalty. Marvelous.
It's a very good, and you know, it's a good effort by Edison to get there.
I love in the background Nunez starting his run up. So as soon as if there would have been any spills, he would have been the first person there for it. Like nobody was tracking him at all, which I think is bad from City's point of view. You know he's going to crash goal.
He's coming off.
He's done.
Could be a turning point.
Now, granted, Ortega's a good goalkeeper, but he's going to have the sort of impact Kelleher has had at Man City to keep Man City in the title race. Because you know, first thing that Nunez, Diaz, and Elliott are going to do is go for goal.
Yeah,
Sure.
Straight in the tunnel.
Yep.
I think he's done his groin.
That's his season done then, that's the case.
He's very lucky that he managed to get off the field in that manner rather than a red card.
My God,
And leaving
yeah,
the
for
field
sure.
under different circumstances.
Yes. Conor in the chat, as Gomez takes control, and doesn't take the time, unlucky. In the chat, Conor is saying he wants to know how a man from Nottingham becomes an Arsenal fan. Looking at you, KPP, you should be a Forest supporter.
Conor, you're in America. You're not moving away from London.
Okay, I'm from Cornwall originally. We don't have we don't have a good team in the county. So growing up, follow my uncle's team, Arsenal. Fair enough.
I was worried when I heard the start of that message because I grew up in Nottinghamshire. I thought the question was going to be, how the hell are you a Liverpool fan?
Oh, side note, the blister on my mouth has finally popped, and that does not taste fun. Okay, there's a Kwanzaa fuck up coming.
How bad was the challenge? I didn't see it. I was busy laughing.
No, well, you're going to see it now. That was fine. Well, let's see it. Was there a body? I think it looks like a bit of a body check.
I couldn't see anything from that angle.
Van Dijk.
Pinged across
to
to
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. Oh, yeah, there you go. Hit touch.
Don't like that.
Van Dijk saves him.
That's precisely what.
Straight away.
That's precisely what my dad was ranting about. Don't. Oh,
And England Foden saved by Kelleher.
But that's precisely what my dad was moaning about. The playing out from the back is all well. You know, I know it's the in thing at the minute, but sometimes you just need to lump it.
KPB saying both teams losing the ball too easily. One's not going to argue that one for sure.
That's not a good sign.
But it's a shit touch apparently. I very nearly took the laptop in there today, but I don't think I'd get it within edgewise.
Conor Bradley throw to City.
Guys, why don't you go live? Go live. Go ahead. Skip forward. Go to where you should.
KPB loving it.
Diaz.
Diaz on the break. Give it pause. Oh.
No, back to Diaz. Oh, it bounced off his knee.
Oh, that was the touch. Okay. Yeah. You guys, go ahead. Skip forward. Skip forward. It's good.
No, it's all right. We're good.
We're okay.
Just
way too much weight on the too much weight on the ball, and it's all kicked off in the centre circle here. Yellow card being flashed here.
Who to?
Some City player, obviously.
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva overdue.
Oh, Bernardo Silva just kicked the ball away. Give him a second yellow, Ruff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Conor said the Diaz first touch wasn't great. He had a clear shot on goal but couldn't control it. Unfortunately, yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was the case. Mm-hmm. As here comes Mo.
All right.
And Robertson, it looks like.
Mo and Robbo. I wonder who's coming off then for Robertson. Is Gomez going off? Is Kwanzaa going off? And they put Gomez to centre back.
You think Van Dijk would stay on?
Yeah.
Kelleher goes long with primarily left-footed he is, but he can use both. Szoboszlai.
That's Conor
Conor Bradley now inside.
Oh my.
Dan. I'm old enough to be his father.
I didn't say it. I didn't say anything.
Gomez. Szoboszlai. And fluffs his lines.
I thought that was deflected for a second then.
There is one we missed from Konor up here, by the way. The Arsenal kickoff is 4 p.m. in Eastern Time on Tuesday, right after the Crew kickoff to be Champions League match, 2 Champions League matches with my 2 clubs on complete opposite ends of the world.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool when you've got 2 Champions League
Gomez
at the same time. It's Gomez going off, yes.
Fair play.
No, it's not. It's not Gomez going off. It's Bradley going off.
Boz going off for Salah. So Elliott back into the midfield.
Elliott will be back in midfield, yeah.
Yeah. Bradley's the one going off, and Gomez is going to go to right back.
Bradley's been immense since he's come in. For such a young lad to play like he has, he's
delivered,
ridiculous.
hasn't he? Absolutely delivered. Now, did he put Salah will probably go to the right, I imagine?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Salah on the right, Elliott back into the midfield, Diaz on the left,
Nunes in the middle. Where he needs to be.
I've just seen a message from my mate Stampy, who's also a Liverpool fan. Today he's crying out for a Joe Gomez winner.
Do you know what? That would just put a cap on it, wouldn't it? As it were. Half an hour play at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Man City 1. Matt, Graham, and Dan bring you live alternative commentary for the last time on the Volley here on SJP World Media. Don't forget a like, share, and subscribe. Last time, probably for this season, unfortunately.
And bonus commentary from Papa Griffin too.
Absolutely,
you have to give some credit.
We have to also put this.
So Liverpool get a chance in a minute, apparently. Van
Dijk.
We're currently on 61.
Gomez dispossessed by Haaland.
All City do.
No, we wouldn't be reacting that way if it was a City.
If they gave the ball away in a bad position.
Nunes back there to helping out, and here comes Salah.
What a ball!
Diaz released. Diaz great for goal and open goal.
Oh, gotta do better.
I agree with my father. What a dickhead!
And KPB agrees as well. And also, as an Arsenal fan, loving this sort of game, slumming it, watching inferior teams. This is the same KPB who said, and I'm quoting here, the week before the Liverpool-Arsenal game, that Arsenal had no chance from the league. They were no going to get anywhere near it.
Do you think Diaz should have took it around the keeper? I guess
in hindsight, yes. Gomez putting pressure on here. Back with Ortega again.
Nunes is just having a little bit of a breather.
Akanji. I'm getting Mama Griff now as well.
Oh, yeah.
KPB loving it. And here comes Diaz.
Another for Diaz. Oh, but me.
Carl Walker put behind for a corner.
Got to do better.
I think it's the corner though.
From this corner. Yeah, Kyle Walker put it out. They're just
a great ball. Oh my gosh, that's a good ball.
But he just gets a toe on it there. That's good defending.
He was a little behind.
That's great defender. Great defending.
I thought Diaz had shot, but obviously I thought it had shot and it came off Kyle Walker. But no, that's good defending.
27 minutes on the clock. Robertson's corner. In swinging. Wide. And Akanji puts it out for another corner, which I'm guessing something's going to happen from.
Any bets this week?
I'm having a look into the
I forgot to ask you at the start.
Can I say the Arsenal fans right now are being a little bit salty in the chat?
Well, they're not used to being on top of the league this season, are they?
That's true. Graham, you were saying, sorry. Robertson takes one.
Any bets this week?
Nope. Apart from your Super 6, no. And I had this for 2-1 Liverpool as well.
Okay.
Go on, Salah. Oh, go on,
Salah
Mo.
goes for goal. Goes again!
Oh.
On his wrong foot, but took it first time, so at least he did try for it.
Back in a second, guys.
Uh-oh, it's beer o'clock for Graham.
I thought he was going for a stress poo.
There's an image. Thanks for that, mate.
Endo clearing up in front of KDB there.
Endo is doing brilliant work here. As Elliott strides forward, McAllister, Diaz, back to McAllister.
Ooh, tipped away.
Wins a save from Ortega. I'm saying anything I have it here.
Yeah.
You're both wrong. I just want a cup of soup.
Not a cup of poop.
It's a good save by Ortega as well.
Not bad at all. McAllister doing a Graham and trying to curl one.
Knit one, pearl one. Drop one, curl one. You got Nunes and Van Dijk waiting for Robertson's corner. It's in swinging.
Nunes set off running, then it nearly fell over.
Salah back to Kelleher to the halfway line, who launches it back down again. Elliott wins the header somehow because he's short, is why, not because he's not good.
Mighty Mouse, Harvey Elliott, he's got springs in his heels.
Kevin De Bruyne up against Kwanzaa.
Well inverted.
Van Dijk again straight in.
Imperious.
Since he's had that armband, he's literally been on another level. The last 5 minutes has been all Liverpool, but here comes City down with Foden. It has been all Liverpool though. Last 5 minutes, it has been all Liverpool.
Yeah, it has. But you know these sort of ebbs and flows in these games, and Liverpool are due their
Walker. Walker's cross goes out for front, the far side, as the Liverpool ball boy slows it down on the far side as well. As
Kovacic coming on to try and provide some control.
I was going to say, he looks Eastern European Muppet Kovacic. Who will be coming off then?
Looks like Kovacic. Well, they won't take Rodri off. Probably Bernardo Silva. And then looks like Doku's getting ready as well.
Bernardo and Rodri are both on bookings.
I'd say Bernardo.
I mean, I want to see him go. Oh,
McAllister gets his legs taken away.
Yeah, I was going to say, he went to past it, and then KDB took his legs out. And it's played quickly for Diaz. We haven't heard an eruption, so I'm guessing there's no goal here. Robertson coming forward and does manage to win a throw from McCandy, and Diaz takes it quickly. Elliott. Endo. I keep thinking I'm saying Hendo, the way I keep saying that, as well. But not only that, but before I left working at the hospital, the endoscopy department opened up, and what do you think? and of course, Endo is the nickname for it. So every time someone phoned up saying like Endo here, I'm like, you don't sound Japanese.
I bet that didn't get old for very quickly.
Yeah, so if Endo wanted coffee and biscuits, I was like, are you sure, sir?
Oh, unintentional.
Going for goal here.
Woo. That can't have been intentional from Robbo.
He'll say, "Well, if it had gone in."
We'll get there. We're on delay. No, we're on delay.
All right, what's this?
Is De Bruyne? Oh, De Bruyne must be coming off then.
Yeah, what's it?
Well, to be fair, he has been whinging all game
with his Lego, with his Play-Doh hair.
He's not happy, is he? Look.
Wow.
I mean, to be fair, I do like a player who wants to play week in, week out. Didn't shake hands on the.
He's having a little.
He's shouting at Pep. He pays your wages, you prick.
Well,
I don't think Pep pays him.
You know what I mean?
I couldn't see any evidence of him shouting either.
Well, do the buildings know how to shout?
I'd imagine so, given that they are in fact human beings.
Allegedly. 20 minutes ago at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Man City 1. Things very finely balanced. 1 point will separate the top three at the end of this weekend as things stand.
Gomez just
There is
stepping out there trying to
Kovacic
tackle from behind
with
again.
Doku.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have done. Should be 3-1.
Yeah.
So I'm neglecting the comments here. Konor initially said Graham had to run and take a shit. Yep, that was me. That was my line of thinking. It was a quick one. Pig's Blood is saying he's not salty, just enjoying it while it lasts. It is a fascinating game. I'd hate to think what my blood pressure is right now. It's De Bruyne far from happy and saying it's always a good sign and it's effectively a winner's mentality. Yeah, we've seen it all the time. Salah gets subbed off and he looks to have a bit of a sulk on. It's because he wants to still be playing and affecting the game, but every time it happens, Salah's unhappy, he wants to leave.
It was the same for Mane as well when he was at Liverpool. Well, he hated it, didn't he? Hated losing.
Yeah.
I'm going off.
Oh, just a bit too strong for Nunes.
Yeah. Oh, he played it short. McAllister. A full for Salah.
I tell you what, I don't think I've ever given Ake credit for just how quick he is. Because to beat Salah for that ball was pretty bloody good, pretty quick.
Endo.
Steve just come in and said who scored for Liverpool. It was a McAllister penalty.
Yeah, Edison.
Kind of saying his blood's not boiling at the moment. And
Nunes, great save by Ortega.
That was some Kelleher level keeping.
Yeah. Elliott would tackle. That was a Steven Gerrard style tackle back in the day.
That pass was so telegraphed from McAllister.
Here comes Haaland. Doku up against Gomez.
If anything bad happens for Liverpool in the next few minutes, my dad just said, and I quote, Liverpool are making them look so ordinary.
I'm surprised Liverpool's dominating possession. Well, not dominating. They're ahead on possession. It was 55.
KPB is being prickish in the chat again, Daniel.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rise to it. Yeah, well, he may well have done. He may well not have either. Either way, it was a good save from Ortega. Steve, Edison injured himself fouling.
Yeah, we've seen the replay of the save again here, and it was more a case.
Get on the end of it.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Salah not getting on the end of the ball, and
right, yeah, maybe.
Okay, get there first. I think that's what he was getting at. The pressure being applied here at Anfield.
It feels like this game's simultaneously flying by but taking forever. I can't quite get my head around it.
72 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock at Anfield.
And plenty of injury time coming as well.
Unquestionably, Salah. Salah against Doku. That's not a fair fight. Ake's now forward. Foden hit the bar!
Jesus. Ooh. That was after Keller had punched the ball into his head.
Well, you want someone to punch him in the face. He came very close to it.
Yeah, by the transitive property, he has just been punched in the face. That would have been one of the funniest goals ever.
That's handball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That goal would never have stood.
No. Well, you'd hope not. The KPB there in the chat saying, wait for it. And how lucky was that? Yeah, pretty lucky, but...
But you're right, lucky in these games. Left something in on Salah.
And it's not like Mo to stay down. Harvey Elliott
tackles Ortega.
Oh. Well, he didn't. Ortega got the ball away.
And they shook hands after as well. That got on with it.
Yeah.
Salah's still not on his feet.
Oh, fucking hell. We're going to have to put Gakpo on.
Graham, what's the soup?
Spring vegetable. We can't get proper cup of soups here. It's the best I can do. It's Jackson's favourite, and I'm okay with it.
Spring vegetable is a classic flavour still.
It's good, but it's not. Yeah, if I was in England, it wouldn't make my top 10. I don't think.
That's a fair comment. As Kovacic up against Kwanzaa, Doku against Elliott, Rodri, and the ball keeps going backwards. Kyle Walker helped Salah to his feet momentarily. I'm not sure if Salah actually is on his feet yet or not.
He is there. He's there. He's looks to be moving okay. But Salah, of course, in games like this, he'll have to be dragged off the pitch.
Yeah. KPB in the chat is saying it's a really enjoyable game for a neutral. You're about as neutral, KPB.
No, he's just on the fence. Arsenal fans are as on the fence
He's
as
as
they can be because
neutral
they
as
want both
Donkey.
teams to not win.
He's as neutral as a Don King in a boxing fight.
God, I hate Don King.
Is he even alive still?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's.
I think so.
Scumbag.
Is he? It's in the same bracket as Vince McMahon and people like that, isn't he? Like, literally, he'd been chronically frozen or something.
Yeah, he's still going 92 years old. And still promoting.
With the hair. Oh, that's like a stinger to me, yeah.
Valuable input, Chris. Thank you. Or was that Graham?
As
I hear a
Gakpo-
sneeze. I hear a sneeze or a cough, and I assume it's Chris. Oh, Nunes off. He's put a shift in as the last.
Gakpo on.
I really hope I eat my words.
Chris on a long shift today, unfortunately. He was meant to be finishing at 5, but it looks like he'll be staying to at least the close. He's not happy. He had 3 people go sick, and at least 2 of them he thinks it's bullshit.
I'm hoping that Gakpo makes me eat my words and he scores a winner today.
Yeah. KPB in the chat is saying, I'm trying to suggest something about my loyalties. Yes, I am. And Konor wants to ask you a question, Graham. College baseball games really cheap, or you guys season ticket holders to Coppin State?
Coppin State's free. It is Division 1, but it's free. So it depends. It depends where you go. I do want to see University of North Carolina baseball game. Don't know how I haven't been to see one so far. And those sorts of tickets
isn't
are
that
a
your
little
alma
bit more
mater, Graham, isn't
expensive.
it?
$5, $10, $15. But no, there's a lot of places that are free. Yeah, I haven't had to pay for a baseball game so far this season.
Isn't North
I've been to
Carolina
at least
your...
three.
Well defended, Robbo.
Yeah, Graham, isn't North Carolina your alma mater?
It's not my alma mater.
Gakpo in against Ortega.
Oh, bounce to a red shirt. No. I had a training class there when I first moved to the States, and I quickly realized that North Carolina's obsessed with college basketball. So I realized I had to pick a team like North Carolina's colors. Knew Michael Jordan had played there, so I was like, "That's my team."
Isn't the 3 teams around there? There's UNC, Duke, and another one that form like a triangle.
NC State's very close as well.
That's it.
That's only a few miles away too. But yeah, Tobacco Road. It's they're all very close. Wake Forest, not exactly a long way away either.
I only know that because it was on a Man versus Food episode way back when.
Yeah, no, they
Than
are.
any other.
They're very close together. I think it's actually called the Triangle, so that would be the third point on that triangle, I guess.
They went around the food trucks at each university. Looked amazing. Way better than the shit house to get at university.
There's some good barbecue in North Carolina. I can imagine that being
There's
one
some
of the
very good
clubs.
barbecues in North Carolina. Doku, Kello easily saved at the near post. KPB in the chat saying game has really opened up. It really has. Which is great for neutrals, as you said. De Bruyne is on the bench now. He's had his paddy. I think that Pepper just had a word with him as well.
Yeah. He's still not happy, though.
Well, yeah, but I'd love to have been behind that dugout listening to what was being said.
Oh, really?
I'd have loved to have heard that, what's going on there. Joe Gomez going forward here.
Big Joe, go on.
Trying to get across in, can't get across in, but does.
Goal kick.
Goal kick.
Conceded goal kick. Yeah, I thought he was going to go for a corner as well.
Konor can confirm the call for triangle is UNC, Duke, and NC State.
The Wolf Pack.
Oh, God, there was a secondary blister in my mouth.
The Wolfpack. Steve-O, yes, KDB has come off for Kovacic, yeah. As Diaz again.
He did the right thing there, Diaz, keeping it in play.
McAllister. Endo. Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa going for it
He's doing
himself.
the Matty. Go on. Oh.
And Gakpo's it fell behind Gakpo. Guado's on the pitch applauding.
He's always on the fucking pitch. He never stays in his technical area.
It's a good save, a good big right hand.
Yeah. Yep.
It's going to be very hard to pick a player of the match.
Well, start thinking about it, gentlemen. Start thinking about it. Connor's saying, I just moved here in August and my southern twang is starting to kick in.
That's a bit quick, mate.
Is North Carolina got a southern twang, Graham?
Yes, it does. Yeah, I was.
Good ball,
I don't normally give.
Salah.
Oh, that's a terrible ball.
I'm going to put this out there. That may be the worst cross Salah's ever done.
Could be. Certainly in recent memory.
Students in my class, instead, obviously in England, it's can I go to the toilet or can I go to the bog? And then when I come to North Carolina, it's can I go to the bathroom? So yeah, there's definitely a southern twang in North Carolina.
And you wonder why people thought you're American with that accent that you can do.
Well, I don't say that.
No, you can do the accent for it. And head out by Robertson, Diaz.
Go Diaz.
Go, Luis, go.
Diaz
Puts both of them.
Nice. Go.
But now he's on it. But now he's got. And he keeps it still.
This is what I was saying about Diaz. Oh, you.
Oh, and he wins. And he wins the corner.
Oh.
He's angry. He's angry. He had no support.
He wanted to get the ball in, but he couldn't get it in. He tried.
I know that feeling.
He took two of them.
Good defending by Kyle Walker.
Yeah. Yep.
Took it square in the tit.
KPB is very pleased with that. Thank you.
There's Papa Diaz.
Yep.
And Conor saying, I work apparently 3 to 4 days a week. I know some accent when I hear one. Yeah. So I think he's approving of your accent, Graham.
When there's a lull in play, I'll give you a few more southern words.
Excellent. Corner comes in. Van Dijk over the bar.
Oof. So
9 to play.
I used to subscribe to Time magazine, and I don't know if you know, the automated phone machines, they do not pick up English accents for some reason. So I called once. It's like, what do you want to cancel? It's like, I want to cancel Time magazine. It's like, sorry, we don't understand. I'm calling for Mel because that's normally what I have to do, and it couldn't figure it out. So I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? So I was like, Tam. And it's like, you said time. Is that correct? I was like, oh, for God's sake. Tam? You understand as time, but time you don't understand as time. It's pathetic.
There's the same problem with Odeon. It doesn't. The Odeon automated line can't handle a Glaswegian accent.
I can believe that. I can't handle a Glaswegian accent either.
Hey,
Babsy Nesbitt. Oh my gosh, you kidding me?
Hey.
McCoy.
Well, Adam McCoy is fair enough on that side of things, but please, Adam McCoy does not speak for the whole of the Scottish nation. Joe Gomez forward here.
What, Joe?
Hit it.
Diaz, Robertson, first time. It's long.
Straight to City.
Fall for Gomez!
What, Joe? Oh.
Sorry. One of these days I'm going to do it. It'll be actually going to go in. Gakpo. Salah for Diaz. Great tackle.
Oh. Was that
it had to be.
Nuisance of himself again.
Van Dijk. Elliott. Looking for Robertson round the back. Headed across ball. McAllister! Behind.
Oh, missed that.
McAllister saying penalty.
Oh, Walker's fucked.
McAllister said he was tripped.
I can't see anything there. Nothing wrong with that.
No, that one's fine.
No, but that's obvious. No, but obviously he got suffered some after effects from it, and wish him well. But get up. Okay, broken your ankle. Get up.
The other one on the phone is I couldn't read out a number. I had to read some code, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like no idea. So I have to say 4 for 4 and 5 That's the only way I can get the phone to understand me. It's ridiculous. I have to do a ridiculously exaggerated Southern accent for it to understand me. Hey.
Danny Baker said he had to do that once. He got into a taxi in New York and said, like 33rd and 3rd, and the taxi driver didn't understand him until you put on an accent. 33rd and 3rd. And
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually went. Look at it.
One
The
time I
rain is
did-
horizontal.
One time I did break down in Colorado, and I forgot my
The words
American
are-
words. And I asked
Sorry, go
for
on.
the directions to a garage, and they were like, "Huh?" I was like, "Garage," and then I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Garage," and it was like, "Oh no," I said motor mechanic, and he's like, "Oh, garage." And I was like, "Oh yeah, of course, I forgot."
Dad,
Yeah,
you
the
were
ability
saying-
to put two and two together for our friends on the other side of the pond with accents is severely lacking at times. And I was just going to quote the weatherman off Family Guy. It's raining sideways. Do you have an umbrella? I had one. Where's it now? Inside out, 2 miles away.
No.
Steve apparently said the chant is magical. I'm not sure what the chant is. I can't hear it. 5 to play at Anfield. 1-1. This could go any way still.
My mouth is sore. That blitz has really put me in a bad mood.
And you were
Why-
in the greatest to begin with.
Why did you betray me, Pi?
badly?
You weren't in the greatest
first
mood to
one.
begin with.
Oh no, this is a middling mood. You've never seen me in a bad mood yet.
I've seen you drunk.
Yeah, I'm never in a bad mood when I'm drunk.
Well, that's in a good mood then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mind you, though, he was also 2 hours late for my wedding because of it.
That's because your fucking backwards end of the country doesn't have bad fucking taxis.
I'd like to point out that I don't live in Suffolk.
You arranged for the wedding.
It's
to
all
be there,
it's all
though.
how.
That's very true. That is very true.
And it's also the taxi firm's fault for saying, yeah, we'll send someone as soon as we can. Not elaborating, but as soon as we can means as soon as we have a driver, which could be up to an hour and a fucking half.
That's okay.
Southern bastards.
You arrived and had a fish and chips.
That was all we had time to do.
You drank. You were merry. Pretty
yeah,
sure
well,
Chris
we-
Harris. Pretty sure
we'd
Chris
had two
Harris felt
pints
me up.
Yeah, probably. Sounds about right. We had,
At
we
my
had about-
wedding?
We had about, yeah, sounds about right. We had about 4 pints in the pub just waiting for the cab.
Yeah, they arrived. They arrived well drilled.
I was barely getting started.
I got a question for Dan. So,
Yeah.
expressions used for being drunk. Is half cut an expression for being drunk?
No, half cuts when you've had a few and you're just like a little bit merry.
Okay, all right. So,
Quite-
correct
just on
context. then,
nicely
all
buzzed.
right.
Because
Alright,
I've used that wording on Good Cop Bad Cop, and I've been told I'm talking up my arse.
Well, it's not recognizable to people who live in America. It wasn't used when I was in England, for
Ooh, a
sure.
bit scrappy in here.
Yeah, and he let it all go. He's like I don't know. Whether he actually put his hand up, he did not know which way to send that one.
Basically, in England, you can take any mundane word and add ed on the end of it, and it means drunk. Like you can say, I was fucking gazeboed last night.
Oh, that's a Michael McIntyre line.
Oh, now I feel sick.
Did Michael McIntyre use gazebo?
That exact phrase, start to finish.
I heard it off one of my mates at work. I feel violated. I hate that man with a passion.
Yeah, he literally said that. I was totally gazeboed. Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
step two.
And although KPB doesn't agree, it is true though. It is
No,
true.
it's-
You can do
stop.
that, but that's right. But yeah,
Stop
it
cunt right
is.
twice a day.
Yeah. Off the
Oh,
post.
shitting Nora.
Oh,
Is that the moment? Is that the defining moment of the season?
If anybody heard a bizarre noise, then that was my arsehole snapping shut.
And I read Salah. Good save by Ortega. It's end-to-end football. 90 seconds to play plus stoppage time.
70.
I was waiting for one of us to do that.
I was like, no, I should let it go.
I hadn't looked back at the clock. And at that point, when I looked at it last, it was 90 seconds.
Oh, I can't wait for Matt to run his own kitchen. This has got to go. This has got to be in the oven for. This has got to be in the oven
Fuck
for
you,
40
you
minutes.
prick.
Hour and a half later, I didn't look at the clock.
I'm sorry,
Mate, if you
but
thought you were going to get through this without a rinsing, Matt, you were sadly mistaken.
10 seconds against 20 seconds is not the same thing as like minutes.
If this is the last opportunity, Dan and I's got to take this.
Absolutely. Calling the chat's like end-to-end exciting soccer here. It is. It's
Well
brilliant.
mopped up by McAllister.
Indeed. And now we bring it forward with Salah, who's surrounded by 4 blue shirts and is fouled on halfway.
But there you go. Another tackle from behind, this time by a City player. It's always going to be given.
KPB in the chat confirms it. 8 minutes stoppage time.
Oh, yeah.
The volume's gone up at Anfield. They smell a winner.
8 minutes to go, or as Matt would call it, 9 minutes.
Well, to be fair, it could be 9 minutes.
15 minutes.
It probably will be.
Endo.
27 minutes injury time.
Kwanzaa, loose ball to Rodri, but it's back with Liverpool, thankfully. Diaz.
Where's the football?
Endo. Salah on the edge of the last defender here, as forward comes Kwanzaa with Elliott.
Good ball.
Go on, Mighty Mouse.
Elliott, ball bit behind by John Stones. Apparently it's Gergiev time.
I'm ready for a Van Dijk header, but I've not heard anything.
Oh, autocorrect was not in your favour there, KPB, was it? Fergie time. Robertson will take his in-swinger from the far side. Not the worst result for Liverpool here, or City, really, to be fair.
No.
The ball gets floated in. It will come to Salah.
We need City and Arsenal to draw next week.
Yes,
Salah back in.
That was terrible with by Marnie's swinger.
Gomez. Back out to Elliott. Kwanzaa back in position now. Gomez powering forward. Diaz going to throw it into the box from there, is he? No, he's going to pass it back to Endo. Kwanzaa, Elliott, Gomez is in the box. I've lost where he is. Where is he?
Centre. I don't know where he is, but that's Van Dijk in the box. Gomez will be back as the last man defending.
Elliott.
Control.
Just couldn't direct the hand. Just couldn't direct the header. Oh
yeah.
no!
And then Robson gives it away, but wins it back. Sort of.
Bounced off him.
Foden assaulted by Van Dijk.
That's beautiful
right there.
That Foden looks annoyed, but he also
stupid fucking neck tattoo.
But I did see when Foden actually got up, the smile on his face.
Mm.
He actually did appreciate the tackle, I think. Time being added on here for this, surely. 3 minutes have been played already here. Ortega launches one.
Is it too much to ask for Ortega to smash it at a Liverpool player and it go in?
Elliott, Gomez going outside.
Right.
Salah as well. Offside, surely.
Yeah.
Gomez.
Oh, and hit the crossbar as well.
And then Elliott followed up, but it is offside.
Yeah.
So, and it was a mile offside. He went for the right. If he'd have gone for Gomez, it would have been fine.
I'm surprised by Salah. I would have thought he would have been known better than that.
Well,
it's quite a bit offside.
Great finish by Elliott, though.
Yeah, shit one by Gakpo.
Play to the finish. Play to the whistle. Yeah, and Elliott did there, so it can't be an argument.
I'm going to say it now. I've had a quid at 50-1 on Joe Gomez to score the winner.
At the start of the game or just now?
No, in like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Drinks on down then, hopefully, momentarily. There's still 4 to play.
Yeah. You probably could have got 50 to 1 for him to score at any point in the game, right?
You probably could.
Yeah, probably will have
Probably
done, yeah.
did get the best value.
I might have a quid in every Liverpool game now. Gomez to score.
They seem determined to give him the Steve Ho. Totally agree with Graham on that.
What's going to happen is it's going to go down to the last day of the
Doku!
season.
Oh,
It's
no,
not-
Where
no,
Foden couldn't get his
no,
feet
no.
sorted out. And Liverpool
gonna
will
get
clear
good.
it.
It's going to go down to the last game of the season, and Gomez is going to score his first goal to win us the league.
Oh, can you
It's going to
imagine
be
the
an
scenes?
it's going to be an Aguero moment.
Salah.
It's
Liverpool,
gonna
Salah,
be,
but Van
they
Dijk
need
will
to
clear it
win-
up.
They need to win the final game of the season. It's tied. It's in injury time. There's a penalty. And he steps up and tells McAllister, I got this one.
Do you know what?
And then he skies it.
See, I did say that one time. Like, if Liverpool are ahead by several goals and there's a penalty, do you let him take a penalty? Is that a legitimate goal, or do you just wait for it?
A penalty,
He wants to convert it, yeah.
It's still a goal, but would that take? I don't know. That feels kind of a little.
They did
Would
for Peter
you
Crouch.
rather see a rocket from the edge of the area 2 years
Well,
down the line rather than
obviously-
the penalty now?
You'd want to see it.
There's some dumbassery coming up.
Just hit the bastard. End to end, can't type quick enough. Bless you,
I know this
KBB.
is probably the last volley, but is there any chance at all of there being like a podcast and just leaving something recording down in the adjacent living room, and then just have 9, just so we can
Go
we can
on.
take off, yeah.
Oh,
One of you!
this is it.
Down
This is
goes
what we're looking at.
Salah! No
Penalty.
penalty!
This is what
No,
we're
it's
talking about.
Yep.
Just hit the bastard.
Oh, Rodrigo!
Salah
You can't
wa-
just poke Salah in the chest like that. No way.
Salah's not happy. Salah's saying he was fouled. VR will check it, you'd think.
You would hope.
Yeah. I think we'd have heard by now.
He
Nah,
doesn't
that's
win
not
the
a
ball,
penalty.
but
Nah,
it's not a penalty
That's
either.
definitely not. No, I don't want that given. Nope.
No, I want it given, but it'd be bullshit.
No. Well, VAR would say straight away that it's not. So
Quantum, what is it?
that would be a clear and obvious error.
Gomez
Oh,
and
Haaland
Haaland are
and
fighting
Gomez.
now.
Whoa. A little feisty.
Diaz getting stuck in there.
So
Let's
every
go.
time.
Come on, Elliot.
Come on, halves.
Elliot crosses it. Corner.
Corner.
Woo.
The RG Bargy party at Anfield.
Come on.
30 seconds to play, sorry, at Anfield.
Well, Matt time. I can't wait for this to go 107th minute.
There's nothing more entertaining than watching Matt do math.
Or even Matt.
I should dub it Mathematics. It's his own version of it.
Oh, nothing there. Doku should. Oh, McAllister putting his body on the line.
Oh, did he kick
Just
him in
got
the?
way.
No, I'd like
There
to.
is a VR penalty check happening.
Yeah, looked like he kicked him in the stomach.
Diaz again.
Got some skills, that boy.
Another corner.
Corner, hang on, he's telling you to stop a second. He's holding things up, they are checking it.
Yeah,
come on, please
he's
be a
holding his
penalty.
chest. It looked like he kicked him in the chest.
Please be a penalty. Let's see.
All right, Joe, start warming up, buddy. Here's your moment.
Doesn't win it.
Mm,
Doesn't win it. I'd say at the pen.
I hope so.
He didn't get the ball, did he?
I get the feeling this isn't going to be allowed because we'd have heard it from the other room.
No.
Dangerous play, at least, surely. that not dangerous, lifting your studs up that high?
Apparently not. No.
Okay, well, I know what they said, but I'm asking you, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but if you get the ball first, it's fine.
Did he?
Apparently he did.
Well, that's not true, though, because Curtis Jones got the ball, but then it was the aftermath
That's it.
got him sent off.
It's
All
not
right,
the
well, I
worst result
called
in
the
the world.
results. So that means I'll be champion forever on predictions on the volley. I got the last correct prediction.
Oh,
Full
God.
time. Liverpool 1, Man City 1. Dan Griffin.
Not the worst result in the world. Oh, just hate that Arsenal are on top. Definitely better than I thought it was going to be. I thought Liverpool were going to get absolutely pumped. But Diaz should have sealed it.
How can Mike Dean say, oh, he might be in trouble here, though, for a penalty, and then it got overturned, and then all of a sudden Mike Dean says, oh, yeah, well, I thought he might do that.
Because Mike Dean's a dickhead.
End of. You've seen penalties for that time.
Yeah, it should have been a penalty, but they've not give it.
But again, Diaz could have just finished the game.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
You really clicked that and posted that? Oh, my gosh. Embarrassing.
Not bad.
Oh, bloody Arsenal fans celebrating a draw. Clowns. Get them rainbow wigs and a red nose.
Try pronouncing that one, Dan.
Georgios Giacomakis.
Yeah.
Sort
I
of
used to speak 3 other languages, dude.
You did?
I'm still pretty good with them, yeah.
Yeah,
French
haven't mastered
University.
You haven't mastered English yet, so.
Look, I speak Yorkshire. It's a level up from English.
That's a fair point. Right then, guys, time for us to decide on our player of the match. Who would like to give an audition first?
Oh my gosh, that's difficult.
I'm gonna go for Ortega Moreno in the City goal. He came on and had to be on his game under an absolute barrage from Liverpool.
Okay.
Other than that, maybe that's one I'm putting forward. Diaz, I think Diaz. He kept running all game. He stopped at nothing, and he was going right to the end, but he should have finished it off. So,
look at the smirk on Haaland's face. They nearly got away with one here.
I think they did. The second half, Liverpool were far better.
So, Graham, who's your pick?
Oh my gosh, I don't think there was an obvious standout, but I'm going to go Nunez personally. If you're talking about running tirelessly, then he certainly did. He's the one that created the penalty opportunity, which resulted in the goal, and he was working tirelessly. He created chances definitely in that first half. I don't think it's an easy decision.
Well, my pick is Virgil van Dijk. Literally,
that would have been my second choice.
Imperious literally had a mop up for his young deputy a couple of times. You could how Harvey Elliott was literally like a little pit bull running everywhere. Endo had a good game as well. Liverpool really put in a big shift today. A lot of their players you could have put in there. Ortega had difficult circumstances. Ederson made a couple of big saves as well when he was on the pitch.
He also gave a penalty away.
He also gave away a penalty, of course, as well. But there's a lot to thank. Kyle Walker had a good game again. Foden, you can't really put in the equation because but Haaland very, very absent today, I would say.
He just didn't get the service. He wasn't allowed the service because Liverpool pressed so well, and then they've done so. Liverpool with, I believe it's 8 first-team injuries.
Yeah.
So that you'd normally have Alisson, Trent, Jota. Sorry, I'm just counting up who'd be in the starting lineup. Alisson, Trent, Konate,
Gravenberch,
Jota. Gravenberch could be in Jones. Gravenberch and Jones would be in the squad, maybe starting. So you're already up to 7. That is a bloody good shift put in by Liverpool because you're playing Harvey Elliott in a position he's not normally in. I liked our midfield today. I thought that works very well. And then you've got Conor Bradley and Jarell Quansah forming the right-hand side of Liverpool's defence, who have a combined age of about 15.
I remember when Kumas scored in the cup. He literally had a score next day. Literally had a score next day.
To answer KPB in the chat as well, what does this result do to the table? It leaves Liverpool and Arsenal level on points, and City a point behind.
Yeah. So should we go to consensus then, gentlemen? Should we say it?
Virgil.
Or is it going to be? Or is it
Virgil, I was
I
very
could go with
close
Virgil.
between Nunes and Virgil, so I think Virgil.
Yeah, I could go with that.
Okay, it was a toss-up between Virgil van Dijk for me and the cup of Bovril. So,
Yeah, well, whoever put that cup of Bovril there next to Pep, I'll go with that.
Virgil van Dijk, Liverpool captain, outstanding display again. Just imperious, nothing got past him. Especially Haaland one-on-one as well. That was exceptional bit of defending. Any youngsters watching that, Matt, you do it right there. Where does Jackson? I know Jackson doesn't play football anymore, does he, Graham?
No.
Where did he play?
It was just in a local league. He plays at school.
In a field.
No, position, buddy. Position.
Oh, everywhere.
Oh.
When they're at that age, you play everywhere. You play up front for a bit, you play in defence for a bit, you play in midfield.
Or in goal.
Yeah, it's everywhere except for goal. That's normally the only specialised position.
That's
At
fair
the
enough,
age
fair
when he was playing, he was playing pre-COVID, so he was like 5.
Yeah. Anyone who's
They all
Jackson's
swarm to the
age.
ball at that age anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It's a flock of seagulls.
Anyone who is Jackson's age, though, that Van Dijk today, that's a perfect example of how to conduct yourself as a centre half.
Mm-hmm.
Conor quite rightly pulling up saying that Arsenal and City is in 2 weeks' time as an international break.
I
Yeah,
apologise.
that is absolutely
Yes.
true.
Yeah, absolutely.
KPB, which team is top though, Dan? It would be the team who scored the most goals. Is top.
Yes.
They'll have the better goal difference. Is top. That's how it works.
Yes, it is. Right, okay, Graham, it's plugging time,
Okay.
so please plug yourself.
Sure. Follow me at Good Bad Wrestle, where you can also hear Matt, as if this is the last volley, you'll still be able to catch him on there, and several other podcasts of his. But yeah, check me out on there. But also, really, the big one is at JGB_Jackson, where you can listen to the most niche podcast on the Visionaries Global Media, as we track the exploits of Division 1 baseball team Coppin State and other stadiums that we go visit.
Awesome stuff. Mr. Daniel?
Oh, so close to getting it right on the last one. Down there at Dan Griffin 21 over on the Twitter X Twix thing. I was just about to challenge Graham about niche podcasts, but he clarified on Visionaries Global Media. If you want to hear more of me talking about stuff on this very network, I'm on the Doctor Who pod with Sci-Fi, covering Doctor Who, funnily enough. I'm also on Unbooking the Territory, where we look at the first and last of wrestling, and our side projects, the very niche, Unbooking the Tankatory, where we looked at the life and times of Tank Abbott, Unputting the Territory, where we look at the Being the Elite title, changing hands by legitimate sporting competition, and Unstacking Dadatory, where we're looking at every surviving match that involves Big Daddy and Giant Haystack on the road to Wembley 1981, when 18 million people tuned in to watch two big lads fight each other.
Definitely worth checking all of that stuff out. You can find me at MattAttackUK and, of course, on Good Bad Wrestle with Graham and Ryan every Saturday on VGM. You can follow the show at the Volley. We will be back at some point. We will. Don't forget to follow the network at SJP World Media and be here tomorrow evening, because I do believe Chain Wrestling is back.
Yeah, as it stands.
So make sure you are here for that. They've had 3 weeks off now. I'm sure that's enough time, isn't it? So yeah, Mags will be here for that. So yeah, on behalf of us all here at the Volley, for everyone who we've had on the show this season, obviously Graham, of course, we've had Steve-O on, and as well as from Konor, Dan, and myself. That was full time. We'll be back soon, guys.
It's been a
We're
pleasure.
outta here.